like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction. Sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields, the bodies burning as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Voila, yeah! Politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war. Why shouldn't they go out to fight? They leave that role to the poor. Time will tell on their power and minds. Making war just for fun. Treating people just like pawns in chess. Wait till their judgment day comes. Yeah. Now when darkness world stops turning, ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. On the knees, the war
Hello?
pigs crawling.
Hello?
Hey there.
Hello, testing.
Hey, everybody. You silly geese.
Who's out there?
Oh, people, one would assume. Oh, are we lined up? Hold on, I gotta check
I hope
that.
so.
Yeah, we're basically there. Why not? Why? Oh, I could probably. Oh, hold on. That might be a little. Oh, now it's probably just anarchy. No, it's actually dialed in. I gotta turn that down so that you can turn that back up. Hold on. Hold. I'll fade that out. Hey, everybody.
It's coffee time.
Oh, I didn't bring coffee.
Again,
I
for the third time.
I have to decide. So, and we can get into this later, but no, we will get into this later. I don't want to waste anything. I don't want to talk about it again and then have to sound like we're having the conversation for the first time.
All right.
All
Whatever
this
you
stuff.
say.
I don't know, man. Messages.
Messages from beyond. Hey.
Okay.
The ghost.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Sorry, we're late. Technically, we're like 2 days. 2 days and a half hour late. But
Who's counting?
that's just what it had to be.
Don't judge.
That's what it had to be this week.
Dare judge.
Oh, you're not wrong. We could use a boozy van. I mean, I got the raspberry, but that's not.
I'm gonna wait till after news. I feel like if I booze before the news, I can't
Don't booze before the news.
Hey, I can't read very well.
Fair.
Not that I can read very well.
All right. Well, welcome. Good to have you. Hi there. Are we waiting for people? I mean, this isn't the Stab Show. I don't have to sit here and wait for people to file in. We can just get started. But we're gingerly getting into it, making sure we're ready.
Yeah, are we
as
ready?
much as anything else.
Who's ready? I'm ready. You ready?
So we got news, we got entertainment calendar. There's that. We got that boredom calendar, and we got sports. There's Dirk over there. Okay, I'm just looking at all the stuff on the wall here. Soup.
No. Yeah.
I don't want to tip all the rest of it because they've got some interesting titles. So so I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could wait because we have thrown everyone off. Of the times since officially moving to Monday,
We've done it once.
Yeah.
Have we?
Have we done one or two?
Oh, we did it once because of the Halloween double special.
Did we not do one before that?
No,
can't
you
remember.
had an interview.
Yeah. Was that the first one? I thought we had
Maybe
like the first one.
Maybe
I
we
can't
did
remember.
one.
But at best,
Who knows?
at best, we're batting 500
Yeah.
on actually doing the show on Monday.
Yeah, we're trying something new and
We're trying.
see if it works.
We have to come into it with a whole new mindset, is what we've decided.
Yeah.
We're going to try and do the work early. Also, we want to crush the other shows in town.
Yeah.
That's sort of where we're coming from.
Yeah,
now.
I was listening to one of them on the radio on the way to town, and they were just bragging how good they were. It's like,
And they're not.
know.
They're not. All local radio is just sad.
if you're good, you don't have to say
well,
it.
there's that too.
But don't call yourself the new juggernaut,
New
of
juggernaut.
the Sacramento radio area. It's like, come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy to be the new juggernaut of the Sacramento area when the old juggernaut is getting DUIs.
Right.
We can't say that during the show, so I'll have that shot now. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I won't do that during the show.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Any hoodles.
Ugh. And anytime you try and fix one of these, it
Oh,
just
yeah.
feels like it gets worse.
Yeah.
Because how do you twist that back? How do you regain the proper
Can't.
flow of
It's-
time?
It's the 70s all over again.
Ay, ay, ay.
You just take a crimper and straighten it.
Have we been? Wait, but you two have been saying those things about. Oh, well, see, there's a difference. I assume you meant VFOC. We can say we're the juggernauts because
We are.
because we're not.
Right.
we're the small potatoes 100-watt startups. You can say that when you're clearly no threat to anyone, but
Right.
when you think you're top of the totem pole, you can't actually say it.
No, it's rude.
It's classless.
Yeah.
It's tacky.
It is.
But the little guys can build themselves up.
Right. The thing is, if you are on real, not that we're not.
If you're on a
If
50,000
you're
watt
on the
flamethrower,
big FM and you're being streamed out through Odyssey,
and being paid,
right?
let's start with that.
And you're the only show
Kind of the
in
only
town.
show. Kind of at this point.
Don't
the
brag
only
about
show.
how good you are, because
Yeah.
you are the only show. Well, no, there's a couple. There's the
mean,
other radio stations.
There's the morning crew
that
or
are,
something
I think,
that
way
we-
better.
Yeah,
And no offense to them,
yeah.
but you're brand new. Have some
Have a little
humility.
modesty, yeah. But no, they're
Come in after
storming
a
into
few
town.
months. We're the juggernaut.
Check us out. Look at this desolate field. We rule this desolate field.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's not that impressive. What is impressive is when one show's around for
That's what I threw a brick through their window.
all right, when one show's around for 24 years and then decides they're gonna have an entire station dedicated to their show.
Yeah,
That's a juggernaut.
That's news to me. I can't wait to see
That's-
that.
That's big boys. Well, if you heard them this morning, then you had to have been listening to that
Well, I only
station.
heard an hour. No.
Because-
98 Rock.
Well, they weren't on 98. I mean, Rad isn't on 98 Rock anymore. So,
I was talking about
well, yeah, but no, I was talking about them.
Right.
About them having their own station. And you said you heard
from you. No, I said I just heard that today.
Yeah.
That
Well,
they have their own station from
no.
you.
Well, when I was mentioning them earlier, I thought you said you were listening to them earlier.
No.
All right. Well,
No,
then
no,
that's
no.
okay. All right. That confusion's out of the way. Let's get to other confusion.
Yes.
Why is this frozen? Oy, oy, oy.
Nothing should be frozen.
Well, no, but the Twitch
Oh.
feed over here is just.
You're listening.
Oh, there we
to
are. Doo-doo, boo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, and
Time to record.
I want to get some more of those. What's his name? V. Semper. Whatever the guy that does.
Oh, his music?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
get some more of those for the rejoiners.
Yeah.
This is all. See, the show is what it started as, but too often I get stuck in the show any stream continuing to be what it started as,
Right.
because we don't have enough time to do the things to progress it.
Right.
So that's how we have to manage time better here and on the other streams, everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
To give it
keep
that
notes.
time, to give it that time to grow to where we wanted it to be, not just to where we were able to get it when we started. That's not the goal.
Right.
So we're going to be zazzing things up. We're getting new upholstery. We're getting that chain steering wheel, that
Hell
cool
yeah.
ass chain
The little one, so you can wear handcuffs and drive.
a little light up skull for the shifter. We're getting all
Hell
the
yeah.
upgrades. We're getting all the upgrades.
The bubble window, the little
Bubble window would be awesome.
yeah,
The
in the
little
shape
side
of a
window.
diamond or a heart, and then in the back you have the little wind up vent, so
Oh,
you can get some fresh air
sure.
in
Get that
the
airflow.
bed area.
Absolutely. All right. I might have to start doing. Yeah. Okay. There's that. There's that. Okay. I think it's just poor right now, but everybody else will find us, or they'll hear us on Thursday,
That's right.
Friday. Doesn't matter.
We got to do the show anyway.
We got to get this van a rolling. So whatever ideas you have to help get us into the pros, we're in the AAA of radio, but
Yeah.
we want to get up into the league, into the big times.
Yeah, this
into
is
the show.
This is where we show
Yeah,
our metal
exactly.
to get there. All right, are we doing this or what?
Yeah, why not?
You're listening to The Van Full of Candy Show.
This is the Van Full of Candy Show. Welcome. This is Jesse.
And I'm still Jason.
Yay! We didn't make him change it.
Nope, not yet.
We've got a whole bunch for you. We got a van full of heaping, helping. It's slopping out the windows.
All the time.
So much in this van for you this week.
We've got news. We've got trivia. We've got the event calendar.
Yep.
Sports. Top 10 lists. 2 things you didn't know. Boredom calendar.
And
The
so-
favorite game of
it's there.
everybody in the world.
It's on the list.
Is it
Oh, buckle in, strap up,
soup? You have no clue what you're in for.
ratchet it down.
Yeah.
It's soup time in a little bit. Oh, well, so much. And new commercials.
Yep.
Your old favorites.
2 brand new commercials.
So much is going on.
Too much is going on.
And we're happy to be here with you to give it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're giving it to you.
Yeah, and you like it.
Yeah, you take it.
You take it home.
Welcome. Good to have you. So, what did this week hold
All right.
for everybody?
Here's my
right
deal.
into it. Right into
Here
it.
is my
Oh,
deal.
jeez.
So last week, I think it was last week,
Mm-hmm.
I was driving home
Yeah.
and I get to, just to clarify, where I live and where the closest gas station is,
We've established it's a little bit down the
it's
road.
like 7 miles.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm driving home and it's late, and you know how you either say, I'm going to get gas tonight.
Never do it. Never
Yeah.
convince yourself, oh, I'll just get it in the morning.
I'll get it in the morning.
I'll leave a little bit early, and That was in the scariest story ever
Yes,
told.
that one
was mentioned in that story.
That was preemptive of that was what do you call it? It was a premonition of
Yeah.
what was going to happen to me. So here's what happened. So I'm driving home. I get to the little 4-way stop sign in town,
Yeah.
and there's a gas station there. And I'm looking at my gas, and it says how many miles you have left. And it said I had like 20 miles. I'm like, okay, I can get home and I can get back to the gas station, right? So I go home. Next day, I'm getting ready to drive to town. It says, my gas meter says you have 10 miles. I'm like, okay,
well, that's still
I'm
enough.
only 7 miles away. I'll coast in,
Yeah.
get my gas. So
I mean, and if you're, I can't remember if you're elevated from the gas station. Like, do you have a couple feet of elevation? Can you just like coast
I
down
can
the hill?
coast down the first 3 miles.
Okay, well, there
it's
you go.
all coasting down a mountain road, and then the rest of it is kind of up towards the other
okay.
towns.
So you gotta
not
build up speed.
Not steep. So that night I ordered. I was alone. My wife was out of town, and I ordered sushi from the little place 7 miles
So
away.
yeah, so the closest gas station
Mountain sushi.
is 7 miles away. Yet you can order sushi. Okay,
Right, but they're on the same block. Once you get into town, it's all there. Like everything in that town is on the four corners of the
I hope
intersection.
it is called mountain sushi. Because,
Mountain sushi.
You know what? Right? Oh, new commercial. Mountain sushi.
So I ordered sushi. So they're like, it'll be ready in 20 minutes. I'm like, cool. It only takes me 15 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
I'm going to run into the grocery store, get some drinks, get my sushi, and come home. It's
all
so as
working.
So as I'm driving, I was like, oh crap, I forgot to get gas last night. And this is barely going to get me there. So I need to get gas.
Gas first.
Then I'm going to get
Groceries,
drinks. Then I'm
sushi.
going to get sushi. Yeah. Pull into town. It says you have 1 mile left.
Well,
I'm
how
like,
did that happen?
I don't know because
Because you were going
It's-
hard up that hill.
right. It's the elevation. It's weird. So I pull into the gas station
And that should be fine.
and all of their pumps are down.
Son of a.
All of them. There's 4 pumps. None of them work except for diesel, and I don't have diesel. So I walk in and I'm like, is
Guy's
it,
got, like, a
is it
can?
really down? Like, because they have cans. And I was like, I'll buy a can. Can I get a gallon to get to the next town
Yeah.
to get gas? And they're like, no, that they've all been shut off by Shell or whoever is up there. And I was
Okay,
like,
well, can you just get a hose down there? I'll
nope.
suck out a little bit of sludge.
So here I am. I'm parked. So I'm kitty corner. I'm across the corner from the grocery
Mm-hmm.
store and the sushi place.
Well, were they going to be able to get them up that day? Were they working on it at the time?
Well, it was at this point. It was
Because you can't be the only one that's going to be inconvenienced by the only gas station
Correct.
in 15 miles.
correct. However, us mountain people, we have gas at home because we've got generators and whatnot.
But you didn't
I
bring
didn't
any.
think about. So I'm sitting there and I was like, what do I do? I was like, all right. So I'm gonna go get my. I'm gonna walk across the street. Instead of taking it home, I'm gonna go sit in the restaurant and eat it and figure out a plan.
I mean, I guess worst comes to worst. Never like to, but a AAA gas call.
Correct.
I guess. Yeah.
And I'm not. I've never. I
don't
maybe
think I've
used
ever
it
used-
twice
yeah.
in 10 years.
I've gone for like it just dies somewhere and I need a tow,
Right.
but I don't
and
think
it's
I've ever
never for gas. I've
No,
never
done a
ever
gas one, I
used
don't think.
anything for gas. So
because I'll walk down the freeway with a gas
Oh, yeah.
can and fill it up.
yeah. Well, when I was a teenager, if my car ran out of gas, I would push it.
Yeah.
I would just push it to wherever I needed to.
The number of times that I've pushed the Nova, it's
yeah, I'm just walking. I would push it down Folsom Boulevard. I didn't
Sure.
care. Nobody would help.
and I've hopped out of my car to push someone else because you
Oh,
gotta push that forward.
right. Because when you see that poor person and it's like,
You know.
I've been there. I
You
need help.
know it. Yeah.
All right. So car is parked at the gas station. It's not out, but I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
There's nowhere.
You can get a running start and coast
right.
after that 1 mile.
Auburn's 10 miles away. Georgetown's 12 miles away. You know, that's like, and those are the only gas stations anywhere nearby. So I go and I'm sitting in the little, and it's called Cool Beer Works.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a brewery, but they have sushi.
Okay, this story just keeps
it's-
getting
but this-
mountaineer and mountaineer.
Yeah. But it's good. And the whole theme inside of it is rock and roll.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, at Cool Beer Works, obviously it's a rockin' joint.
Rock and roll sushi joint.
Rock and roll mountain sushi.
Yeah. You like ahi tuna?
Gonna kick your taste buds in the mouth.
Yeah. All we have is salmon from the river, but
Counts, I think.
So I'm sitting there and I was like, all right, the wife is out of town.
Yeah.
She can't help. It was about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And I was like, I could call my neighbors, but they're older, they're retired, they're probably already in bed. It's like, I'm not going to be the guy. It's like, hey, can you bring me some gas?
Yeah.
So I'm looking through my insurance and it said roadside assistance. I'm like, cool.
There you are.
So I called,
And then
set
you
up,
needed another $700 deductible
right.
for this.
So I go on the app. I say out of gas, need help, and it's like your wait time is 2 hours, and I was like, oh, of course,
yeah.
and I get it because
Yeah.
I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. It's
Yeah.
like I'm just glad
They got to run you a 5-gallon.
right 5 gallons of gas. So I'm just glad they said they would come at all, right?
Sure.
So I finished my
You've
sushi.
got rock and roll sushi.
I'm
you got
watching
drinks.
a baseball game, I think, or
yeah,
a
what
basketball
more?
game.
It's a perfect place to spend 2 hours while you wait for gas.
So, and as I'm sitting there, about an hour into it, I get a text or I get a phone call,
Mm-hmm.
and it's from a number that is a local number. And I was like, well, I better answer this. And it's the tow truck guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm here. I'm like,
Oh,
you're an
nice.
hour early. Sweet.
That's always nice.
And he's like, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm
I'm in rock and roll sushi.
yeah. I'm like, I'm at the sushi place, but I'll come out and he's like, well, I don't see your truck. And I was like, oh, what? What do you mean? Then I thought, did it get towed?
Well, that's the
Right?
first thought, and then it's where is he?
Right.
Because you're an hour early to the wrong place. That's not helpful.
Right. So he went into a different parking lot across the street. Happened to be in that shopping center where I was.
Yeah.
And I said, I see you. Just stay right there. I'll come out and we'll drive. He's like, well, how far do we have to drive? You know,
It's across the
It was
street.
almost like
How do we-
suspicious. Like I was like, hey, I need a ride. I'm going to jump in your truck. And
Yeah.
so
This isn't a Craigslist
Right.
deal. You're a
right.
roadside
yeah,
assistant.
it's like misconnection. Hey,
Yeah. I'm not selling you a trampoline.
right.
What are we doing here?
So I get in the truck, we drive across the street, and just the way it looks is there's my truck at a gas station with the tow truck behind it, and we're filling it up with a 5-gallon thing of gas.
Yeah.
And that was it.
All right.
So
All
then,
these continued mountain adventures. It's just
so then you would think, hey, you know what? I'm going to
not gonna let
drive.
that happen again.
I'm going to immediately drive
Got all this gas.
to the gas
I can
station.
go 10 miles or 17 miles in one direction. Take care of it.
Exactly. So
Nope, straight home.
I get in.
Sleepy time.
And I see that it says you have 50 miles. I'm like,
Oh.
I can make it to Sacramento.
Don't even need
I'm
it
fine.
now.
So I go to the grocery store, I get drinks and food and whatnot, and I go home.
Mm-hmm.
Next day, I'm on my way to Sacramento, and the 40 miles went down to 20 really quick.
More of that elevation stuff, I guess.
And then, so I was like, gosh dang it. And then, so I'm driving, I'm getting into town, and it's like, you have 5 miles left. And I was like, what?
There's gotta be
what
a
if the
gas
gas station is still,
oh,
what if it's still not working?
Hmm.
Because I wouldn't be able to make it to the next closest town
had to roll the dice again.
and this time they were working.
All right.
So thank heavens.
On the edge of my seat.
Because if they had still been shut down, I would have had an aneurysm. I would have just been like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I knew the right thing to do
Yeah.
was to immediately go and fill up my gas tank.
That would have been
But
the thing.
I didn't. Because I'd been waiting around for an hour.
Well,
anyway.
all fulled up on sushi and
Yeah.
and
rock-
baseball.
and rock and roll.
rock and roll.
Anyway. So that was something. That was a fun thing.
Well, and Poor is asking when you're going to learn to keep a full gas can in the truck.
Yeah.
You gotta. I mean, you're in the country.
I know.
That seems like it's a prerequisite.
This is a very rare occurrence that I have
Sure.
ever less than a half a tank.
Sure.
But it just happened to be,
2 nights in a row
Yeah.
on your rare occurrence.
Yeah.
So very rare.
it's just a habit now. Like, screw it.
Oh, and so I was going to give people an update.
Update.
Update on the. Remember back in June, May, whatever, we were pushing real hard to get you guys to help nominate us for
Yeah.
Sack Mag's Best of Sack
That's
2023.
right. Best radios?
We
No,
had like
radio
the
show?
best morning and
Yeah, that's
best
right.
morning
Drive Time
drive,
radio
best
show.
afternoon drive.
That's right.
Best traffic reporter, best sports reporter.
Yes.
Best alternative radio station.
And I still think we have all of those.
We do.
We do.
And we after all of our push and after so many of you guys absolutely got us nominated or put in your nominations that we should have gotten on the ballots.
Thank you. All of you.
We came around to July and we were nowhere to be found.
No.
Only the theater was
Yeah,
in the
that's
running
right.
for Best Comedy Club. But all of the rest of it that we were shooting for, we didn't
Nada.
get squadoosh.
Nope.
And so such is life around here. And so we moved on, didn't pay much attention to it. Though I kept keeping an eye out on the newsstands at the Safeway
Yeah.
to see.
'Cause that's where the magazine is.
Yeah.
It's in grocery stores. and
basically, that's
those
pretty much
things.
it. So I kept an eye on the magazine aisle at Safeway, and then I checked the website every once in a while, and I kept seeing, well, the July issue was the last one that came out, and then pretty soon there was none issue on the rack over in Safeway.
That's interesting.
And then I finally, a couple days ago, decided to search. I could look up the actual search string, but it was did Sack Mag fold?
It does fold.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
half.
It's
It's paper.
a publication. It's a glossy.
Yeah.
Or it was.
It used to be.
a
I guess.
glossy publication. Turns out, yeah, ain't no more Sack Mag.
And that's probably the only reason we didn't get
Clearly,
win anything.
I mean, I'm not going to call this karma, but we come along, try and get recognition for our little powerhouse of a radio show.
That's right.
And they snub us, and then after 48 years in business, they go under.
Yeah.
And are
That's
bought
what happens.
out by Sacktown magazine.
Sacktown.
How is Sacramento magazine inferior to Sacktown magazine? It seems like
Sacktown is like the degraded way to call Sacramento. It's
Yeah.
like Sacktown.
so they got bought by Sacktown magazine. They don't seem to have a best of issue.
Oh.
I would have thought they would have just absorbed that,
Sure.
and put out the Sack Mag's best of
Maybe
Sack.
that's what put them under. Was the best of
Yeah.
never happened.
So yeah, because usually they have big parties, like a big best of
Yeah,
Sack.
yeah. Because I've seen the pictures of, here's them getting their award. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. How much did you
And-
pay for that award?
Well, yeah, all the advertising in the magazine gets you
Exactly.
a lot of votes. Yeah, Mr. Washington votes a lot.
oh yeah,
Abe will get you 5.
that's right. You want to win 3 in a row?
Yeah. So that was,
Maybe we need to contact Sacktown
or maybe we just need to start.
and tell them, hey, why don't you start a best of, and here we are.
I keep getting these directed ads to like make your own newspaper on Facebook. Maybe we just
Make
need
your
to.
own newspaper.
Yeah.
A zine?
I mean,
Are
it's,
the zines
it's like-
coming back?
well, kind of, but
That's
it's like
cool.
real newsprint sort of thing.
Well, let's try
So
it.
maybe we bring back Sack Mag as our
We'll
own.
call it something else.
Yeah, our own low
Sack.
circulation. No, it's going to be Sacramento Magazine.
Okay.
They don't have it anymore, so we're taking
Sack
Sacramento
Boys.
Magazine. And
Big
it'll-
Sacks. Big Sacks magazine.
Big Sacks.
And we're
This
not
is-
talking about a tenor.
This
or an
isn't
alto.
what you thought you were buying. Big Sacks Magazine.
Look at how low those sacks hang.
But yeah, serve them right is what I have to say. Serve
what
them
you get.
right. Maybe you should have thought about. I'm shrinking. I'm noticing I'm. See this.
That's good. Are you working out?
Well, no,
or-
I'm physically-
literally
like,
your
I
chair.
can't.
Oh, we have some physical.
I try and boost this, and then I notice it shrinks. So this doesn't stay in place. I got to angle this camera.
I see.
I
forget we're on camera.
Yeah. But, I mean, this shouldn't... it's more comfortable when I'm not all the way down, but I
Yeah.
can't do that. So we'll change all of that. You're just going to go back to good riddance.
Yeah.
And that'll be the cut, and we're gonna get us out of here because we're past the break.
We are past the break.
All right, good riddance to Sack Mag.
Yeah.
We've got so much show. We've got to get out of our own way.
So much.
Let's get you to the break, and the Van Full of Candy Show will be right back.
It's the year 2101, and the entirety of all of the wealth of the Earth's 22 trillionaires floats high above the ground below in an impenetrable airship, hovering slowly, temptingly above the abject poverty on the surface. And clearly, nothing can ever go wrong with this perfect, unassailable plan.
Hold on, Vaser. I know what we should do.
Let's hear it, Gurk.
We're gonna rob the money blimp.
Can a ragtag group of Zerno burners from the gutter slums of New Skeesburg break into the most inaccessible flying fortune vault ever confusingly dreamed into existence by the super minds of the wealthy elite? Of course not. And one by one, all who attempt to are destroyed, each more horrifyingly than the last. From the producers of Trophy Wife Slumber Party and Greed Pals Forever, comes CEO Films' latest vanity project, Money Blimp. Money Blimp, rated PG-13 for topless poolside money fights and having to look at poor people for a few minutes.
This is Deep Fried Josh. You're listening to Cuts, 103.1 FM and cutsfm.org. Sacramento, low power, freeform radio.
Hey, you like soup? Well, welcome to the Soup Your Bowl, formerly the Soup Line, and formerly the Soup Kitchen. We had to change our name because people who lived in the Great Depression found it offensive, and we get it, so we changed. No big whoop. Now we're a football-themed soup restaurant, the Soup Your Bowl. If you like soups of all kinds, then this is the place for you. We have over a dozen soups available for you every day, including chicken noodle, minestrone, Italian wedding, tomato, New England clam chowder, regular chicken, Japino, French onion, gazpacho, navy bean, butternut squash, split pea, bisques, cream of mushroom, pho, potato, matzo ball, miso, and bouillabaisse. So what you do is you bring your own bowl and we fill it up, hence the name Soup Your Bowl. It's your bowl, not ours. Bowls are expensive and cleaning bowls is even more expensive. So bring a bowl, get in line, pick a soup, we fill the bowl, you're happy. We even have a secret menu that only our regulars know about. But if you become a regular, you'll know all about it too. You can order secret soups like chili, cake batter, fondue, curry, cereal, chicken pot pie, and even the super secret on the down low soup, koi pond. The Soup Your Bowl. Touchdown!
Do you have floors in your house? Odds are pretty good that you do. And if you hate looking at those boring floors, then the Floor Covering Store has got what you need. Throw rugs, area rugs, runners, bath mats, a repurposed quilt that's too small to reasonably be used as a lap blanket, a shirt that kind of looks like it belongs there. At the Floor Covering Store, if it can be thrown on the ground and look like it was done on purpose, we've got it! And if you come down to the Floor Covering Store today and buy a stack of those colorful interlocking playroom tiles, we'll throw in a slip-resistant drainage mat repurposed from an old pizza place for 50% off! Boring floors ain't a thing no more, thanks to the Floor Covering Store!
Attention! If you or a loved one was diagnosed with Me Not On Screen Enough glioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Me Not On Screen Enough glioma is a rare condition linked to being in a popular band in the 90s that was in regular rotation on MTV and not getting enough screen time in your music video because you weren't the front man or front woman. This rare condition usually only affects the backing members of a band, mainly the bass player or keyboardist. We understand that the front man or front woman are usually the best looking and that's why they get the spotlight. But we also understand that the not so cool people like you are the ones who make the music sound so good. And that's why Me Not On Screen Enough glioma is a condition that needs to be taken seriously. Exposure to limited music video time may have put you at risk. Please don't wait. Call today for a free, completely non-legal consultation and financial information packet. Me Not On Screen Enough glioma patients, call now. 1-802-468-7822.
Welcome back to the Van Full of Candy Show. 867-5308.
Is that Jesse's girl?
Yeah.
Phone number?
Or no, that's That's what is that one? I can't remember. Oh,
8675309.
it's not Jesse's girl.
No,
it's Janie.
I was trying to be
Janie.
funny. I wish I had Jesse's number, girlfriend's number, whatever.
Let's not do that. Welcome back to the Van Full of Candy show. Happy birthday, Gadget, over in the chat.
Happy
it's Gadget's birthday.
birthday.
We don't have birthday candy. We don't. Do we have? Let's see.
Okay, terrific.
There we are.
That shows how much we care.
Yeah.
Okay, terrific.
Welcome back to the show. We've got so much to get to. Let's not dawdle.
No.
Let's get you guys all filled up on the news.
That's right. It's a Van Full of Candy's News 5 and 5. Get your information so you sound smart at work or wherever you hang out and talk to people.
Just be smart somewhere.
Yeah. Motorcyclist taken to hospital after a tarantula crosses the road in California. The National Park Service warned the public that wildlife of all sizes are out due to flood damage in the Death Valley National Park caused by Storm Hillary. Two tourists from Switzerland driving a camper van braked abruptly to avoid killing the spider after seeing it crossing the State Route 190 in the Death Valley National Park recently.
No.
A 24-year-old Canadian man on a motorcycle behind them then crashed into the back of the couple's rented camper van.
Yeah.
The National Park Service said in a statement, the spider walked away unscathed, the NPS added. The motorcyclist was taken to Desert View Hospital in Pahrump, Nevada for treatment. His condition was not known. NPS Superintendent Mike Reynolds, who was the first to reach the scene of the crash, urged the public to drive slowly, especially going down steep hills in the park.
But how big did that spider have to be
Yeah,
to be seen by somebody
that's a big tarantula.
coming up in an RV up State Route 190 or whatever?
right.
How big did it have to be for them to need to slam on the brakes and save its life?
Right. Well, I'm picturing like an
And
old...
why would you? Hold on. Why
go
would
ahead.
you?
It's like,
Why?
it's a
It's
kill
a spider.
the spider.
All spiders.
They're bad.
That's all right.
And this just goes, well, first of all, I was going to say, I pictured this old black and white movie of these giant spiders, right?
Well, yeah.
But this just goes to continue to support our point of view that nature
Wants to kill you
is
guys.
trying to kill you,
It's kill or be killed.
period.
It's just all it is.
Don't go out.
Don't slam on the brakes for a spider.
No.
What are we doing?
Yeah, and this poor guy could have died.
Yeah, I mean, he probably shouldn't have been tailgating the RV that
it's like,
close.
slow down.
I mean,
Slow down,
Come on,
guy.
guys.
Next story. Tsingtao beer. Have you ever had Tsingtao beer?
I have not.
It's Chinese beer. Chinese brand responds after man filmed urinating in the beer vats. A video shows a man dressed in a hard hat and blue overalls climbing down into a malt container at the Chinese beer factory in Pingdu, unzipping his trousers and relieving himself. Tsingtao Beer, which describes itself as the 6th largest global beer maker, said that they have sealed all batches linked to the incident. They said in a statement, quote, "Our company attaches high importance to the relevant video that emerged from Tsingtao Brewery recently. We reported the incident to the police at the earliest opportunity, and public security organizations are involved in the investigation. At present, the batch of malt in question has been completely sealed off." A source told a local media outlet that the man who was filmed is not actually a Tsingtao Beer employee,
Well, no.
but a loader hired by a third-party labor supplier.
Yeah.
However, the incident damaged Tsingtao Beer as shares on the Shanghai Stock Exchange dropped by 7.5% on Monday morning.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't stop that before it got out.
No.
That was. That's what we're gonna say. That's
Yeah.
the message that's gonna be released. But no, people have been drinking that guy
Oh, yeah.
for a while.
For a month.
But at the same time, it's diluted down.
Yeah, it was probably
wor-
beer anyway.
Yeah, there's
Beer
worse
coming through into beer.
There's worse things in your food and drink every day that are allowed. Just it's this many parts per million of
Right.
feces and insects,
Right.
and that's just what it is.
Right.
So you know what?
And you know what? Maybe they're surprised that there weren't more hanging out, like 20 guys filling the tank.
Yeah.
It's a scene right out of Fight Club.
Yeah.
All right. 4 men charged over theft of a $6 million golden toilet from the English Palace. London. 4 men have been charged over the theft of an 18-karat golden toilet from a palace in southern England, where it was kept as an art exhibit before being stolen in an early morning heist 4 years ago. The fully functioning toilet, valued at 4.8 million pounds, which relates or is 5.9 million US, was part of an exhibition by an Italian conceptual artist at Blenheim Palace, which is a major tourist attraction. Britain's Crown Prosecution Service said James Sheen, 39, was charged with 1 count of burglary and 2 counts relating to the transfer of criminal property. 3 others, also in their 30s, were also charged. Police had said at the time of the theft that burglars broke into the palace with 2 vehicles, took the toilet sometime before 5 a.m. It was not immediately clear if the toilet named America.
Oh, of course.
Let me repeat that.
Classy.
The toilet named America had been recovered, and authorities had no immediate comment on its status.
You know, I get you're an artist, but I don't know that an almost $6 million golden toilet is the proper representation of American opulence anymore.
Yeah.
I think you've got a skewed idea of how well we're doing.
I wouldn't mind, taking using it.
Sure.
Just to say I did
they say
something.
It's fully functional.
Yeah.
So
it was piped in.
Let's hook it up.
Let's do it.
Let's hook it up and put it to the test.
All right. Cuba's, quote, Iron Man beats himself with a sledgehammer and survives unscathed. Havana. On a leafy boulevard in downtown Havana, a man is beating himself with a sledgehammer on his wrists, elbows, forearms, drawing a crowd of passerbys who gather to film the spectacle with their phones. What shocks the crowd is not the apparent self-mutilation, but rather the fact that he appears to come away unscathed. Cuban Iron Man Lino Thomason said he once aspired to be the next Mike Tyson, training to become a professional boxer by subjecting himself to millions of blows with a hammer, and eventually moving from the Caribbean island to fight in Mexico City. He says, I had 27 matches won by knockout, but I retired because in the last fight, I fractured the skull of my opponent and he died. The stocky Thomason recalled in an interview with Reuters in Havana. He says, I vowed never to fight again. Thomason has since written off fame and fortune and makes a far more modest living on the streets of Havana and nearby beach communities, collecting tips from impromptu shows. He now wows crowds by doing push-ups with full-grown men on his back. Then he returned to beating himself with a sledgehammer, studiously pounding every joint in his arm to the winces of onlookers. He says, I want to be remembered as someone who pushed the limits of what was possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's other ways to earn money busking.
Sure.
I think you don't have to pummel yourself.
No.
Especially just the impromptu. You just see a big guy just walking down the street, lay out a blanket.
And a tip jar.
Yeah. Just a guitar case.
Right.
Not even, and the sledgehammer's in the guitar case.
A full-size.
And just starts wailing on himself. Oh, give him money. Maybe he'll stop.
Turn the kids' heads away.
Yeah, it should be people rushing to defend him from himself.
Save him.
Not just tipping him.
Yeah. Oh, good job. Here's a quarter.
Yeah.
Keep hitting. Okay. And the last story of today. People are freaking out over a question mark seen in space. Scientists can explain. The James Webb Space Telescope recently captured a stunning new image of what scientists call a pair of actively forming stars. But eagle-eyed viewers were quick to seize on an even tinier and to some more intriguing detail at the very bottom of the frame. An orange formation in the unmistakable shape of a question mark, tail and all. The photo, which is actually a composite of half a dozen infrared images, went viral on social media sites after the European Space Agency shared it last month, prompting the ESA prompting the ESA to clarify weeks later that it's not a hoax. One Reddit user wrote, "The aliens know we found them, and now they're just messing with us."
God.
The photo shows a tightly bound pair of young stars known as Herbig Haro 4647 surrounded by a disk of gas and dust and dotted by distant galaxies and stars in the background.
People have an overinflated sense of self-worth.
Sure.
The aliens know that we spotted them, so they're moving around stars so that they can just poke us and say, "Ha ha, idiots.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? Here's a question mark in the sky."
That's right.
Question mark doesn't mean question mark where we're from. It means you're an idiot. And the aliens are just pointing at my tiny genitalia and mocking me. Wow. Here's Reddit post.
User 469.
Knows something 420 80085.
Of course, there's 420, there's 69,
Yeah.
there's my first thought was Batman.
Sure.
The Riddler
Yeah.
has finally figured
Oh,
out.
man.
Yeah.
This
so-
is an intergalactic scheme now.
That's right.
It's just, come on. I mean, the human minds need to understand and attribute meaning to things. But
it is
but don't make it a big don't make it a big thing.
Yeah.
That it's like,
But
the aliens know that we're stop it.
right. It is interesting that it is in the shape of a question mark.
Well, it's
however,
interesting-
that is a natural kind of
Yeah.
formation of galaxies.
It's
and-
interesting in so much as we have attributed the shape of it to be something that we recognize.
Right.
And it's
Right.
come on.
The aliens are flipping us off from billions of miles away.
Hey, Earth dorks. We could come there anytime we want, but you're losers, so we're not going to waste our time with you.
Yeah, so here's our sign.
Ugh.
And that was the Van Full of Candy's News 5 and 5.
Oh, man.
Oh, people.
Oh, humanity thinks far too much of itself.
So much good news out there.
All right. Well, we've gotten your news, but now, how about the news on what you can be doing out in the world?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't set this up.
The good stuff.
So
Yeah,
this
let's
is where
just
we're gonna
mark-
edit this to.
Mark it.
Hold on. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to pull up the. Oh, now I have to verify. Ugh. This is what I should have done. I don't even remember my password.
Hey, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks.
You beautiful Twitch people.
I forgot. I have to pull up the calendars. Is it this password? Dang it. Okay. Forgot to pull up the calendars. We're just about there. I'm a big dumb head. And here we go. You know what? This works out. Okay. So, picking back up. All right, so we got your news, but what about your news about what's going on around you?
The good stuff.
Which may or may not actually be going on around you.
The fun stuff.
Just go with it. So let's get to taking a look at this week's Van Full of Candy entertainment calendar. Brought to you by the Moist Beverage Company and the Store. Looking to start a store but don't know where to start? Try the Store. And don't forget to check out the gift shop on the way out. You'll never guess what's in store at the Store. Now, here's some of the interesting events happening in and around your area this weekend. Friday night at the Illuminated Hamper, it's Starfight Explosion, Kingo Broxley and the No Down Payments, Deeply Shallow, and Terry Canary and the Coal Miners. Also, over at the Snootful, it's Kiefer Smotherland, the Dime Store Garys, Inaudible Dialogue, and Manny, Mo, Jack, Nash, and Young. Then, this Saturday, come on down to Thick Spine Books to test out the Take a Compliment, Leave a Compliment basket they just installed at the register. Feeling like you could use a pick-me-up and want to pass that good feeling along? The employees of Thick Spine Books have finally finished hand-weaving their sturdy, elegant compliment basket and hand-transcribing the first 30 compliments as submitted by Thick Spine Books Patreon contributors at the Nice Words for Nice People patron level. You can come in, browse Thick Spine's collection of new and used books, magazines, and cassettes, and help yourself to a thoughtful compliment to help brighten up your day. Then, write your own compliment to be added to the basket for a stranger down the line to be greeted by someday. Thick Spine Books, open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. Then, speaking of Sunday, on Sunday, check out Laser Putt, Mini Golf Entertainment Complex. Nap days are back at Laser Putt, Mini Golf Entertainment Complex. Send the kids off with a bucket of tokens while you isolate in peaceful seclusion in the Laser Putt's Extreme Isolation Lounge. Curl up on a mat and a juice box and a blanket, or hop into one of the Isolation Lounge's 7 Mark III I Don't Wanna Pods for the ultimate in napping excitement. Each Nap Days package comes with complimentary earplugs, sleep mask, and token bucket. And each 2-hour napcation for one costs only $40 and includes all the tokens, pizza, and soda your kids will need to keep occupied and leave you alone for just a goddamn minute. Make a reservation at the Laser Putt Mini Golf Entertainment Complex early because spots will sell out fast. And that's your Van Full of Candy entertainment calendar for the 4th week of October, 2023.
Nice.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff going on, happening.
I could use a good nap.
Oh, yeah.
Just isolate yourself.
It's good to hear that the I Don't Wanna Pods are in use out there in the world.
That's right.
Synergy, guys. You think we're not paying attention to what we're doing?
Oh, yeah. Are we?
I like to think so.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes we do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just happens by lucky accident.
Well, actually, sometimes it does. Because I think I started that calendar and then realized, I Don't Want a Pod would work with this.
There you go.
And it's just, you know what? It's our subconscious writing the show for us.
That's right.
And speaking of show, we have so much. We have
so much more. Coming
much
up
to
next
get to.
is trivia.
We got some trivia, we got some sports, we got some more commercials. But before we get to those commercials, we got to get to these commercials.
The real commercials.
Yeah. Well, all of our commercials. So real.
So real.
So real. Van Full of Candy Show will be right back into this. Stick around.
From the makers of Shove It in Your Nose comes Tickle! Tickle is the new interactive game for 2 players. Inside every box of Tickle is a flip phone, pre-programmed with 5 phone numbers of real birthday party clowns who like to tickle. Just dial one of the pre-programmed numbers, enter your phone number, and the birthday clown will receive it on their pager. When the happy birthday clown calls you back, give them your location, and they will be there lickety-split to play Tickle! Tickle is roll around on the floor fun for everyone.
To order your very own Tickle game, call 802-468-7822 today.
Recall toys.
You're listening to KUTZ 103.1 FM and KUTZFM.org.
Do you remember waking up Saturday morning? The cartoons were already on, and the smell of fresh griddled pancakes filled your nostrils with what you didn't know would be nostalgia later. That's the flavor you get from Grandpa Bert's buttermilk pancakes. The taste of knowing that there was a time when you were actually happy. Where's that time gone? Well, it's gone into the down-home flavor of Grandpa Bert's buttermilk pancakes. You want syrup? If you think that'll make you forget, then fine. Just slathered in delicious creamery butter, butter knows how to keep its secrets. There's no wrong answers when it comes to the flavor that growing up stole from you. In Grandpa Bert's buttermilk biscuits. Fork yourself a mouthful today. Grandpa Bert's is what you remember happiness tasted like.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this important message.
We do have to remind you that Van Full of Candy Show and KUTZ-FM 103.1 do not endorse
Absolutely not.
roof parachuting
Absolutely not.
without the highest quality trash bags. Hey, we've got a new thing.
A new thing?
We've got a new thing. You had a friend that bought cat milk and drank it. Okay.
Who milked the cat?
I'm a culinary genius today.
Yes, chef. 1 can evaporated milk.
Salsa.
Guacamole.
Hey, look at this guy. Look at. How about you just shut up and let me get these out there? You're interrupting things. I need to feel
not stupid for a second.
Oh!
Wowza. I had a brief moment of feeling good about myself, and it's gone.
Guess it.
Did you guess it? Was it guessed?
Did ya?
I don't know.
Good for you. No.
I know.
I want
know.
more.
I know, it hurts. Oh!
Catch the Van Full of Candy show Thursdays 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Friday 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Hey everybody, I'm Gross Bobby, president for life of Dirtbird Chicken. You like chicken with a flavor you just can't understand? Then put your mouth on a scalding hot bucket of Dirtbird Chicken. 77 herbs, spices, sprinkles, and goos go into the flavor of Dirtbird Chicken. Do I know what it is? No, if I don't. I just kicked over a spice rack on a wheelbarrow full of bunch of cut up chicken pieces, kicked that down the hill, rolled on down after it, and scooped it all back up in a burlap sack what used to be filled with tobacco leaves, and threw the whole damn thing in some boiling hot 10W30. Dirtbird Chicken! So go on in, stick some Dirtbird Chicken in your chew hole. Your mouth will warn your stomach it's coming, and tell your hole to brace for impact. Want to find Dirtbird Chicken? Well, and you can't miss us. Just take State Route 7 past Shady Trailers Retirement Parking Ride and stop once you hit Muscle Doug's Peak Blasters Gym. We're in the old K shop in the middle of the parking lot with all the panties tied around the windows. You can't miss us. Dirtbird Chicken! Your mouth's gonna its pants.
If you want a truck that's gonna make sure everybody what sees it is gonna know you don't around. A truck that tells every limp on the road to with you at their own peril. A truck that you fuel up with a cold shovel and drive straight off cliffs just to show gravity where it can stick it. Then you want the 2023 Gunk Earth Ultra Duty F650 Nut Tap Edition. With the aerodynamics of two bricks on a skateboard, the 2023 Gunk Earth rides with the smooth comfort of pushing a dumpster down a flight of stairs. Gunk's extra lock-in one-wheel braking system makes every intersection a deal with the devil. And the Earth has got all the candy, standard. 3 trailer hitches just because. An engine you won't normally find outside of a tugboat that'll roll coal in all 13 gears. And enough torque to pull the butt cheeks off a brontosaurus. If you want a truck that's gonna tell the road to go itself, then you want the brand new 2023 Gunk Earth Ultra Duty F650 Nut Tap Edition. If you ain't driving a gunk, then brother, you can bet that empty sack of yours that a gunk's driving you.
Welcome back to the Van Full of Candy show. Mom jeans for your dad.
They're just comfy.
They're very comfy.
They're just comfy is all. I don't know why you got to question it.
I know.
Welcome back to the
Is
show.
Is fashion above comfort? I mean, come on.
No. Well, yes.
It depends, I
The
guess.
thing is, yes, you must suffer for fashion.
Yes.
Is still the truth.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think we're getting away from that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think.
But I think it's getting towards the point where slovenly comfort is becoming.
I think the pandemic pushed us over the edge a little bit. Like, hey, I don't have to go anywhere.
There's too many pajama
I don't have to
pants.
shower. And you know, and quite honestly, if I wasn't doing this show, I probably wouldn't take a shower this week.
Oh, well, all right, fair enough.
And then to get even further into it, it's the only reason I take a shower.
All right.
And the only reason is because we have cameras on for the live feed. Otherwise, I wouldn't even put a hat on. I wouldn't do anything.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, I'm glad we've got a reason.
Yeah. And my wife thanks the show.
Well,
for
yeah,
that.
exactly. At least we get one washing in a week.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And speaking of welcome, guys, time to grab your score sheet.
Time to earn some points.
Time to get that. Let's see. Are we gonna go with this one? All right, let's go with that one. Unless you had another one. This is the trivia one. No.
Do that new one.
The new one. Okay.
And then then we'll do the.
But this isn't top 10. You said this one was for top 10.
Oh, that's right.
See?
It's good. Let's mark
All right.
that.
Let's restart that.
Sorry. So many different things going on here.
Yeah. So make sure you guys got your score sheet. Hopefully you haven't filled it up yet. We haven't done enough trivia.
No.
So you should be okay still.
Yeah. So this trivia is going to be one we did a few months ago.
Okay.
And it's a name of a trivia show on TV that I don't want to say.
Yeah.
But it's in the form of a question.
Sure. Okay.
The answer is in the form of a question.
I don't know. That seems like a very novel concept.
Yeah.
If more than one show has done that,
Yeah.
I couldn't name it.
Well, this show's going to do it.
Yeah.
And
So it makes us
Let's-
very unique.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
Okay.
The first question.
Nope.
First question. The category is jump around.
Okay.
And the question is, you gotta do this slang term to mean you're leaving. It's also good to get one in the polls. Polls. Polls.
I think I got it. So category
Jump
is
around.
jump around, everybody. And remember, if you don't have a score sheet at this point, which you should,
Right.
You've been listening long enough.
Yes.
You should have your blank PDF score sheet printed out and be keeping track, because that's the only way we're going to accept your official
Yeah.
points.
How else are you gonna win the car?
Somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to. You know what? We will find like a $200 beater on Craigslist, and that will be a prize.
That's right. A brand new car.
All right.
All right. I will repeat the question.
Got it.
You gotta
Gotta.
do the slang term to mean you're leaving. It's also good to get one in the polls.
Yeah. Well, I think Poor and I both have it.
Yeah.
And we're going with, though she didn't phrase it in the form of a question.
Oh. That's okay.
All right.
We won't hold people to that.
We got a little bit of leeway here.
Yeah.
But we're going with, oh, what is bounds?
That is correct. Hey. Congratulations. 150
job.
points.
Well done, everybody.
Next category, the Middle Ages.
Okay.
Question. One way to judge guilt was trial by
yes.
this 6-letter word.
Got it.
Like putting the accused's arm in boiling water.
Okay. Well, I had it, but then,
Trial by 6-letter word.
well, that's 6 letters, but that doesn't relate to boiling water, I don't think. So
Well, it says like putting the accused's arm in boiling water.
I don't know that association. I know what I have.
All right.
For the
Let's
trial
do this.
by.
I'm going to cut that last sentence off because
Well,
it's
whatever.
kind of weird.
If it
But this
makes
was the way it
sense.
was delivered in this pretty popular game show.
Yeah, so that's fine.
One way to judge guilt was trial by this 6-letter word.
Gadget is playing, or Gadget is paying way too much attention to what I'm doing.
Oh.
Apparently, I had a dramatic face change
Uh-oh.
for the second half of that question. It was just, oh, I got it. Oh, so
For you people listening on the
paying
radio,
way too much attention.
we also live stream the
Yeah.
dang show.
Have you been hearing me referencing people?
Yeah.
Well, that's because they're in the chat.
They're live.
If you're there with us when we're recording the show live, you could be referenced as well.
Yeah. It's like a live studio audience via Zoom.
Yeah.
But via Twitch.
So check us out Mondays.
And it's not in the studio.
Mondays around noon.
But technically they're in the
Technically,
studio.
they're like in another room.
Yeah.
In the studio.
Yeah, the sound room.
But so far we're only 50-50 on actually recording on Mondays. But we're Mondays at noon.
Yeah.
So check us out, twitch.tv/dab.
We keep moving and dodging, and
we're too
keep
too
it-
wiry
Yeah.
to be nailed down.
We are hyped up on caffeine.
Stabtv.com, Mondays at noon. Okay, so I've got trial by. So it makes sense that what is combat?
That is incorrect.
Okay, well, I don't, because the boiling water, I don't know what that is.
The answer is, what is ordeal?
Okay.
Ordeal. O-R-D-E-A-L.
Oh, no, I know
I've
what
never heard of
I
it.
know what an ordeal is, and I've never heard trial by ordeal, and I've
Yeah.
never heard having your arm dipped in boiling water as being an ordeal.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, the Middle Ages were crazy.
You know what? There's a reason why people don't run their shows by phrasing things in the form of a question.
That's right.
So dumb.
All right, next
fine.
question. Category, potpourri.
Oh, of course.
Question. If you know the correct procedure, you know this. Also, a tool. If you know the correct procedure, you know this. Also, a tool.
Okay. If you know the correct procedure, you know this. Heavily emphasized in bold italics. Also a tool.
That's right.
Procedure. No procedure. Okay. You know what? I don't appreciate this. Well, I don't know the procedure, so I don't know this or the tool. So
And the
how
category
about-
doesn't
it's
give you anything.
Yeah, potpourri does not help.
Yeah, it smells good, but
Sure. I mean,
Does it?
We got a pot boiling on the stove.
Yeah.
If you know the procedure, you know this. Also a tool. I'm gonna. Oh. Okay. You know what? I like Poor's answer.
Yeah.
I don't have one, so we're gonna go. What is the drill?
That is correct.
All right. Well done. Well done.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Live chat.
Good job. See, we could be complimenting you.
That's right.
Just follow us,
please. Do something. All right. Next category: Broadway lyrics.
Okay.
Question: in a song from Chicago,
sure,
we're told to give them the old this title.
Oh, I think I got this one. Finally.
Give them an act with lots of flash in it.
Yeah. Back in my wheelhouse. Broadway.
Hey. Jazz hands.
Yeah. All right. Think I got this one. Does it say something about me that I've got this Broadway musical lyric and not
a drill?
A drill? It might.
In a song from Chicago, we're told to give them the old this title.
Got it. I was just trying to give chat enough time to be
Yeah.
as smart as me. Never
Not
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
So we'll just go with it. You got to give them the old, what is the razzle dazzle?
That is correct.
Yeah, it is.
Next question.
Oh, we're not going to expound upon the razzle dazzle?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't care.
It was a great movie, and I'm sure it was a great Broadway.
Man, I
play.
haven't seen. I think I saw the movie once, and yeah, it was fine.
It was good,
but
there was a lot of good dancing and singing.
Well, for
and-
sure. If you're going to do a Broadway musical, then there better be some dancing and singing. All right,
Yeah.
that's all we needed.
Category: TV title pairs.
Okay, I think I got this one too. What is Cagney and Lacey?
That is incorrect.
What is Simon and Simon? What
That
is
is
Jake and the
incorrect.
Fat Man? All right, go ahead.
Question: Paul Michael Glazer and David Soul.
Oh,
Those are the actors.
yeah. That's
A pair
yeah.
of a TV title.
There it is. T-Phone's got it.
Hey, T-Phone. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining our live chat.
Got it. So there were
Paul Michael Glazer
Uh-huh.
and David Soul.
there were guesses of. I think they were just throwing out just pairs like I did.
Every pair there
like
is.
Mork and Mindy,
Correct.
Calvin and Hobbes. That wasn't even a TV pair, but yeah. And Porter's coming in with it too. T-Phone's got it. It's a Starsky and Hutch.
That is correct. And they had the coolest car. The red or the white stripe on the red car. I thought that was the coolest thing.
I don't know. Of all of the TV cars of the time,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Starsky and Hutch car is down the totem pole.
No, I think it's better.
I mean, you got Kit, you got the General
Yeah.
Lee, you got the A-Team van.
Yeah.
I mean, automatically those three are ahead.
But who had the white swoosh before Nike was even?
Well, they had the red one on the A-Team van.
Yeah.
So it was, I don't know. I think.
Well, I like what I like.
All right.
I don't
All right.
care.
Fair enough.
And
Fair
I used
enough.
to, yeah. All right. Next. Category. Van Gogh, a go-go.
Oh. Ooh.
Question. One theory about Van Gogh's odd behavior is poisoning from this liqueur made from wormwood.
Yeah. I've always wanted to try the real thing, not
Yeah.
the replacement that just carries the name.
Right.
Because you know what? Let's give the crazies a try.
I've tried
not?
it. I don't know if it was real or not. I
Yeah.
doubt it because it was just a normal hangover.
Yeah. Well, and it was at least the original version highly illegal for a good while. If not, I want to say it was decriminalized or whatever semi recently. But I don't know if they even make it wormwood style anymore.
Yeah. Well, let's look for some.
Yeah.
and we'll do
Yeah,
a
make up
whole show special.
Just do a taste test.
This is the Wormwood Show, otherwise known as.
Yeah. Well, we've gotten the one guess, two guests.
Okay. Are they correct?
They
or-
are.
Okay.
Because I had it too. We've all got that. What is the absinthe?
That is correct.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're doing on time, but I've got a bunch more.
How about let's do one more. Why not?
All right.
Because we got sports this segment 2, and then we got the whole second half of the show. So those will work out just fine. So let's do that.
All right. Category: Sci-Puri, like science potpourri.
Oh,
Sci-Puri.
Okay.
Question: the 3 most basic types of clouds are stratus, cumulus,
Okay.
and this high wispy type with a name meaning curl.
Oh, I only have one more cloud name in my bank, in my Rolodex. What were the?
Well, there's only 3 of them anyway.
Well, there's more.
Oh.
Because I did a science fair project in like the 4th grade
Oh, well,
on clouds.
Excuse me.
But we'll get-
3 most basic types of clouds
see.
are stratus, cumulus,
Okay.
and
All right.
this.
I've got.
meaning curl.
Let's see. We've got the computer storage cloud.
Yeah, you got the Google
Got
Cloud.
Cirrostratus.
Google Drive.
Cirrus. The only one that was stuck in my head from my science fair project was what is a cumulonimbus?
That's a good one, but
No.
that's incorrect. The correct answer is, what is cirrus?
Cirrus? All right. Well, then Poor got it. Well done.
And that was trivia.
Yeah.
The game show on TV edition.
The form of a question.
Yeah. The
type.
formerly the guy.
We got to come up with
Alex.
a name.
Yeah.
We got to come up with a name for this. All right. Well, hopefully people got some.
Hopefully you
more
got
points.
some points.
I think I got a couple. And actually, a handful of people in the live chat got some points as well. Speaking of points, would you look at that?
What?
We're heading out to sports.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a good while since we've heard from Derg. So let's get over to our sister station, our KUTZ 1740 AM sports desk. Go. He'll introduce it. I don't need to.
Yeah.
You just enjoy.
This is Derg Buntmore bringing you the KSTB 1740 AM Sports Desk, sponsored by Delvin's Confusing Foods. Try Delvin's Invisible 7-Tier Imagic Cake. It's as delicious as you believe it is. And here's the latest from around the world of sport. In an incredibly rare occurrence, all 9 major sports leagues held at least one regular or postseason game today, making this only the 4th time such a convergence in the world of competitive athleticism has occurred in the last 77 years. The day's activities included 14 basketball games, 2 baseball games, 11 hockey games, 1 football game, 2 handball games, 4 court blast scrimmages, 7 flyball games, 1 gribbage match, and 3 gravity cylinder contests. All of this, of course, took place in the shadow of the Space Olympics opening ceremony and the debut of sensory deprivation boxing at the Incredisports Sports Contest of the Titans, where some of the history's most incomprehensible games and sports are being tested before an audience that barely understands what it's seeing most of the time. Needless to say, it's been an amazing day to be alive if you're a sports fan. Meanwhile, in the world of Little League Baseball, the debut of young Reed Buntmore was met with a level of fanfare and anticipation that absolutely silenced all other events taking place around the globe, as the eyes of this sports reporter were glued to every thrilling moment. But the opening story of the ascent of the greatest figure in modern sports would have to wait for another day to truly be written, as Reed Buntmore's career began with the kind of whimper which will be amusing to look back on in comparison to the legacy that he will no doubt leave behind. Reed entered the game in the 5th inning, taking over right field duties and ultimately ending the night 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. After the game, when reached for comment, the young Buntmore whimpered softly and asked for a snow cone. Understandably, and in an effort to build character, no snow cone was given. And that's all for the KSTB 1740 Sports Desk, sponsored by Delvin's Confusing Foods. Challenge your taste buds with Delvin's new 6-layer scallop potatoes, drenched in a chunky blue cheese reduction with a side of oven-baked maraschino cherry chips. So until next time, I've been Dirk Buntmore, hoping your balls are never foul.
Those foods are never not confusing.
Yeah. The potato had me until the maraschino cherry chip.
6-layer scallop potatoes?
But I do want to taste them.
Not sure what's going on.
know.
But yeah, I try to make it so that they could almost make sense.
Yeah.
Oven-baked maraschino cherry chips? I don't know.
Maybe.
That might be a
It
thing.
might be good. It might be good.
All right, guys. We are about halfway through the show, which works out because we're about halfway through the show. So let's get to some more commercials. Then we'll be back. Top 10 list, Turlets edition, and 2 things that you didn't know. But before we get that, you got to get this.
If you want a car that's as fleeting and temporary as all of us, then you need to check out the 2023 Iapetus Obsolescence, the car that you drive for a year. In a world built around the newest model replacing your current one before you even get it home, the idea of choosing a car for the long haul seems quaint and antiquated. We don't buy anything like our grandparents did, so why do we still buy cars like they did? Wheels? Iapetus has them. Tires? Those too. Combine that with 2 working doors, glass in all the places you'd expect, and an engine that will make the car go, and there's really nothing more that you can ask for. And purchasing one is easy. No down payment, no monthly payments, no payments whatsoever. Simply come on down to your Iapetus dealer, give them $500, and you have a car guaranteed to last you all year long. Iapetus even includes a semi-guaranteed 1-week grace period over your 1 year off the lot. But at any point in that grace week, the obsolescence will stop working. But then you just call your Iapetus dealer to come pick you up, give them another $500, and you're out the door with another brand new car. The 2023 Iapetus Obsolescence. You won't find a car that's more a car than this car.
Greetings, citizens of Cutsville. My name is Mr. Torrance, and I wanted to let you know that I host a weekly show with the lovely and talented Sandy Graves on Thursdays and Sundays from 8 to 9 p.m. called The Dark Room, right here on 103.1 Cuts FM. We play a wide variety of new and old, post-punk, dark wave, industrial, electronic, synth, and many things in between. If you're sick of commercial radio and hearing the same mainstream songs and commercials over and over again, then keep your dial set to 103.1 Cuts FM and tune into The Dark Room on Thursdays and Sundays from 8 to 9 p.m. For more information, go to cutsfm.org. Thanks for supporting Sacramento's only freeform radio station, 103.1 Cuts FM.
Live this weekend from the Cockadoodle Laugh Shack comes Baby Cakes, the 2-year-old comic.
So there I am at this brand new pediatrician's office, and I walk in, and the lady at the front desk says, "Oh, hi, you're gonna need to fill out all this new paperwork." And I said, "You know what? The only thing I'm filling out is this goddamn diaper."
The entertainment calendar says this is a show you won't want to miss. Laugh a minute, pee in your pants, make sure to wear a diaper show.
Yeah, so even babies have to have a side hustle these days, you know? So what I do is I drink all the almond milk from my mom's fridge, and then I take her breast milk and I sell it on Craigslist. Hey!
2-drink minimum, $8 at the door.
Do you need to take the pinnacle unlimiting formula of activity fluid to places that fluid just isn't allowed? Then look no further than new activity fluid bars.
Throw immeasurable, lunge diagonally, chew unparalleled.
Activity fluid bars have all the same energetics and staminolites as liquid activity fluid, plus glycemium, Achievulux, HClzium, and our newly formulated Excelludyne 7. Definitive nibble!
Backflip frontways. Sprint cellular. Bite transcendentally.
Activity fluid bars contain 300% of your daily required plyostarch and loftium to help you irrefutably repudiate your limitanium. Available in the most flavor-good flavors. Granola Dominable, Smoked Blueberry Yaki, Volcano Snot, and so many more.
Vault thicker. Knit punctual. Munch uncategorically.
If you want a meal replacement bar that's gonna humiliate your hunger, then you want Activity Fluid Bars. Chomp the ability. Activity Fluid Bars from the Moist Beverage Company. If it's gonna go in your mouth, it's gotta be moist.
Whether you're looking for the lowest Bitcoin rates on Broadway or the finest rhino-themed over-the-counter marital aids, C&B Food Liquor's got you covered. Scratchers, wrap chips, loose fruits, bandanas, bowl noodles, and bottles of bleach, and rows of quality liquor at prices you can agree with paying. Loose blow pops, 25 cents. Chico sticks, 35 cents a piece. Solar-powered Lucky Cats, $14.99. And you'll always know exactly what you're paying, because everything is conveniently priced on Sharpie-scrawled scraps of cardboard. And if you can follow C&B Food Liquor's extremely reasonable guidelines for entry, all of this and so much more can be yours. C&B Food Liquor, located at 1812 Broadway, open 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday and Monday. C&B Food Liquor, no EBT, no bikes, and you can't bring that backpack in here, Chief.
Welcome back to the Van Full of Candy Show. The taste you remember with a texture that's new.
Texture.
No, bothers me hearing it every time. Why did we write that?
That's a good one.
That's not helpful. We should get some more bumpers. We're going to write some more of those
Texture,
too.
that's new.
See if Veronica and Caitlin are available.
Yeah.
Get some new bumpers. Oh.
What's this?
What's happening?
Are you curious about the things you don't know about?
Yes.
Then you've come to the right place.
Oh.
These are 2 things that you did not know yesterday.
All right. Well, I'll be the judge of that. We'll see.
All right, here's 2 things that you did not know.
Okay.
Number 1, when studying photos taken at the deepest point in the ocean, 36,000 feet down, researchers discovered a plastic bag.
Of course.
Here's something else you didn't know yesterday.
Oh, that's it? That's just that there's a bag at the deepest point of the
That's
ocean?
it.
That's wonderful. That makes us feel good.
The Pony Express was only in operation for 1 year and a half before the Transcontinental Telegraph made it obsolete.
Yeah. They built
Why
it
did
up
we study so much about it if it was only around
Well,
for a year?
because it was important and dumb for a year and a half.
I guess so.
But then it was gone. Yeah, the technology. Yeah, I had in my creative writing, I had a story that I was writing about. There's like a ship that's going out to a star and it's going to take 50 years or something to get to the nearest system.
Okay.
And like halfway there, it gets passed by whatever the next advancement in technology is.
Right. So this poor guy's out on his horse, and there's like he sees this electrical line going. It's like, oh, I'm obsolete.
Yeah.
But I did not know that it only lasted a year and a half.
Yeah.
If you go to Old Sacramento, they've got a statue.
We're very proud of
it. It took longer to make the statue than the Pony Express even existed.
Sure.
So there you go.
But we were a stop on the Pony Express. They probably stopped there twice in the year and a half.
Like, this is a long way to go for bringing you this mail.
Yeah. Was it that important that we had to have 3 horses and 1 rider die on the way to delivering this to you?
Good job.
Was it that important?
Yeah.
Couldn't
I
have
guess so.
taken a train to wherever? I don't know.
Well, after the first year, they're like, we need something else.
Yeah, this is
But if you
not
guys
cost
want to
efficient.
continue until we finish
Go ahead,
this
keep going.
telegraph thing,
We're already
keep
working on
going.
replacing you.
Yeah.
As you're doing
You'll
this.
get hazard pay.
All right. Well, that's 2 things that we didn't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that there's a plastic bag at the bottom of the sea.
I wasn't shocked.
Well, I
It's like, of course there's a plastic
wouldn't
bag.
have thought it would make it all the way down there.
Yeah, you think a turtle would,
Yeah, would
eat
have
it
eaten it
and
before
die.
then, obviously. All right.
All right.
Oh, well,
Let's
hey,
get
Poor is coming to the Pony Express's defense. Sacramento was critical to expanding the West. All
Oh,
right,
wow.
all right,
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
Okay, settle.
Yeah.
But
Well,
was the Pony Express critical? All right, we're not going to have
if
this.
you feel that strongly about it, head down to Old Sac and get yourself a selfie with the statue of the Pony Express.
Yeah. at the Wells Fargo. It used to be museum, but now it's just a branch of Wells
It's
Fargo.
Wells
down there
Fargo.
again.
They're
Yeah.
like, let's make some money here.
All right, let's get to our top tens. You're gonna have to lay out what the category of our top 10 is.
Top 10, Vanful of Candy's top 10 list this week, toilets. Based on the news story about the golden toilet that was stolen.
That makes sense.
We're going to focus on the top 10 list of the most famous toilets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't name
10
one. Famous toilets. I don't know that I could name two famous.
You can name one.
Can't? Well,
we talked about it earlier.
Is it that famous?
It's
I guess
not.
It's
no,
famous.
it's not. It's famous only lately because it got stolen, but it's not in the list at all.
All right. Well, let's hear the top 10 most famous toilets then.
All right. Number 1.
This is what we're doing now, guys. We're giving you famous toilets.
Yeah.
Where are you going to get this elsewhere?
And I'll give you a brief description about.
Guys, the bidding war for this show has begun.
Right.
106.5, 93.7, 92.7, 92.1, 90, 96.1. Anybody that wants to pay us. Oh, there it is.
Number 1.
All right.
The first flushing toilet.
Okay.
Sir John Harrington was a poet, although not a very good one. Okay. He's remembered for something much less romantic, inventing the first flushing lavatory. Harrington was a godson of Queen Elizabeth I, who, upon building himself a house, devised and installed his invention, which he named Ajax. When the Queen tried it, she was so impressed she ordered one for herself.
Yeah, she did.
His water closet had a pan with an opening at the bottom, sealed with a leather-faced valve.
Okay.
A system of handles, levers, and weights poured in water from a cistern and opened the valve. Despite the Queen's enthusiasm for the new invention, the public remained reliant on the chamber pot.
Wow.
And it wasn't until almost...
If it ain't broke.
It wasn't almost until 200 years later that a flushing water closet was first patented by Alexander Cummings in London, 1775.
This guy missed out on that.
Sure did.
In 200 years, he didn't think, maybe I should back this up.
Yeah.
I
only need one.
And really, with the Queen's endorsement, you couldn't
Right.
get it to catch on.
Right. You had the Queen's butt on your toilet.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, take your dukes in a pot.
Yeah.
And then
Throw it out the
dump
window.
it out.
Yeah.
And then,
And rinse it out.
Let's not do some, you know what? No.
Whatever.
The British.
Number 2. Adolf Hitler's toilet.
Okay.
To most, it looks normal, rather unclean and unreliable. But the restroom at Greg's Auto Repair in Florence, New Jersey is actually much more than that.
Okay.
Before they belonged to Greg, the auto repair shop's owner, the bathroom's toilet and sink were in the possession of one Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
That's right. The room's facilities were once used by Der Fuhrer on his own private yacht, which wound up in a New Jersey junkyard in the early 50s. The yacht was torn apart for scrap, scattering its various pieces throughout New Jersey and Pennsylvania. The lavatory found its way to the shop in 1952 and has been there ever since. Understandably, the shop's owner feels no attachment to the old toilet and sink and claims he would part with it in an instant if someone were to buy him a new bathroom to replace them.
Okay. I have a hard time believing that people aren't clamoring
Sure.
for old Adolf's
Paying.
potty.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough people that you might not necessarily want coming to your auto shop and
Sure.
asking to buy your toilet.
Right.
But no,
And that toilet's been working since 1952, so.
Well, I mean, if it's good enough.
You know, the Germans did something right.
Yeah.
They made a good toilet.
Fine German engineering has kept Adolf's turlet in fine working nick.
Number 3, the Toto. Toilet of choice to the stars and 72% of Japanese households. The Toto is one of the highest tech toilets around. Features of the hands-free contraption include a heated seat, deodorization, and a cleansing jet of water. It even puts the seat lid down for you. Toto is one of the world's 3 largest plumbing manufacturers. Its 2006 net sales were $4.2 billion. and
I'm
the
in the wrong
company
business.
has 20,000 employees, owns 2/3 of Japan's bathroom market, and maintains a presence in 16 countries.
Okay.
The Toto.
The Toto. And there's 7 more?
Yeah.
We've got this many toilets?
These are just the top 10.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, let's not undersell how many more toilets there are.
All right,
out
the
there.
next one kind of relates to the story, but this one is also the solid gold toilet. This one was built in 2001. This rather luxurious toilet is made of solid 24 karat gold.
The other one was like 18 or something.
Yeah, cheap and coated with gems.
Oh.
Everything in the restroom surrounding it, sink tiles and doors, are also made of solid gold.
Okay.
The display of Hang Feng Gold Technologies showroom in Hong Kong is today worth more than $29 million.
Must be nice to have solid gold toilet money.
Yeah.
But it seems like, and I know they've probably got it smoothed out some way, but just imagining a seat, just a studded seat with gems, that just doesn't feel like. But maybe you're not intended to spend a lot of time there.
No.
Because if you're sitting there, then you're covering it up and you're not getting a good look.
No, you need to stare at it.
So, all right, fine.
All right, NASA's space toilet. The world's most expensive toilet is out of this world, literally. A Russian-designed system was purchased by NASA for the International Space Station for a cool $19 million. And what did NASA get for its money? Certainly no heated seat. The toilet is designed to work in zero gravity and comes with unglamorous leg restraints and thigh bars. It dries solid waste to eliminate bacteria and odor.
Okay. But
one more.
Oh, of course.
It filters urine
it does.
into drinking water.
But technically, aren't these? It says the most expensive toilet. Aren't these solid gold toilets both
You
more
would think
expensive?
so. I don't
than
know. I mean, this one is 19 million.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No, I guess the first one was like 5.9. So all right, but yeah, to take a zero G Duke.
Yeah.
I get that there's got to be some science involved.
You don't want that floating around.
Yeah, you can't just unfurl and then deal with that.
Yeah. Now, earlier, if the Tsingtao Beer Company had used this toilet, they could use the urine to make into drinking water and use for their beer.
There are solutions all around us.
Yeah. I
We
mean,
just choose
it's an expensive
not to see them.
solution, but you know.
Is it more expensive than losing 7% of your net worth?
That's right. 7.5%. That's a lot.
Let's figure it out.
Next toilet. Thomas Crapper's toilet. Thomas Crapper.
I knew we'd get to Crapper eventually.
He's the hilariously named inventor of the flushing toilet, right? Wrong.
Aw.
Crapper's Crapper is one of the world's most famous potties, but incorrectly so. While Thomas Crapper did not invent the flushing toilet, he did much to increase its popularity and develop some important related inventions, such as the ball cock, which is an automatic valve.
Guys, get your heads out of the game.
Yeah, get your heads out of the toilet. The word crap doesn't even come from his name.
No.
It is actually a Middle English origin, and first appeared in the Oxford English Dictionary in 1846.
It's just such fun.
As Thomas Crapper launched his company in 1861, there's no direct link between his name and the colloquialism.
Yeah, but the Craptor, that was
Craptor.
That was a very dangerous, little-known dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
We also have to keep track of the chat over here. They've gotten some.
What
They've gotten some gems.
Yeah, let's hear their gems.
Well, first, Gadget saying that Hitler's Yacht Toilet would be a great name for a punk band. Which, yes, obviously. T-Phone asking, have we seen this incinerator toilet? I have not. Is it on the list? Incinerator toilet?
No.
And
it's not. It's number 11. Probably.
Oh, that's not probably it. And of course, the old chestnut that while NASA spent $19 million making a space toilet, the Russians just used a pencil. So,
there you go. There you go.
All right. Are we in the top 5 yet? Are we in the top 4, 3?
We're almost done. We don't, I don't have to
let's
read.
get to all the toilets.
All right.
We're doing it. You made this potty segment.
Larry Craig's public toilet.
Oh.
This controversial toilet resulted in the resignation of Idaho Senator Larry Craig, who on June 11th, 2007, was arrested at the Minneapolis, I can never say
It's a tough one.
Was arrested at the Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport on suspicion of lewd conduct in the men's restroom.
Well, who hasn't?
This toilet stall is now a popular tourist destination.
Yeah. It seems I probably remember this story, but fortunately I have forgotten.
There was another one that happened in Sacramento.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? Stormin Norman?
Oh.
He did something in the Macy's bathroom.
Well,
lewd conduct, sort of.
There are whole.
It's the public bathrooms that's just like, hey, this is the cleanest place to do this. Let's do that.
Is it? But yeah, there's whole websites dedicated to
like for maps.
Finding an active location to make that temporary friend.
That's right. All right, next, Marcel Duchamp's Fountain. It's safe to say that this is the most important toilet in art history.
Okay.
It was from the second-hand potty, that conceptual art, in which the concept behind the work takes precedence over the thing itself. Marcel Duchamp's 1917 urinal was one of the pieces he referred to as ready-mades, art produced from already existing objects. The final product has been likened to the veiled head of a classic Renaissance Madonna and to a seated Buddha. Who says a toilet can't be beautiful?
Oh, most people. Yeah, I think I remember that one.
Yeah.
So, all right, famous toilet. Got it. Sure.
Two more.
I'll chalk that one up to the top three. That's only the third most famous toilet.
Here we go.
All right.
In this film...
Getting a lot of work out of that.
The Train Spotting toilet.
Oh,
do you remember the movie?
Sure. I've never actually seen it.
Is this
but I
film...
know this reference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is this film history's best toilet scene? In Danny Boyle's 1996 film, Ewan McGregor enters a bar to use the worst toilet... Hang on. Let me do that again. In this film history's best toilet scene, in Danny Boyle's 1996 film, Ewan McGregor enters a bar to use, quote, the worst toilet in Scotland, as at least per the sign on the door. What follows is undeniably revolting. The scene is one of the top 10 bathroom movie scenes of all time, according to a poll conducted by British film magazine Empire.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, I'm surprised, but I shouldn't say this because now we'll get it next week, that we don't have the top 10 bathroom scenes list.
Yeah.
Don't write it. You're going
It's
to write
coming.
it down.
I'm going to write it. Let me take a note.
But if we're doing famous bathroom scenes as famous toilets, then is the Dumb and Dumber scene the number one in this list, or is
Could
that
be.
just in the famous bathroom? That's
could
surely on the bathroom scenes.
Well, we're slowly spiraling down into into potty humor.
Counterclockwise on some continents.
That's right. All right, and number one, Elvis's toilet.
Oh, of course.
The King's was
the
famously
royal throne.
Hang on.
There it is.
The King's was famously in
You got this.
indecorous. I don't even know that.
Oh,
word.
yeah.
All right, Elvis. Oh, God, here we go.
We're fine.
And the best one, number one, Elvis's toilet.
Yeah.
The
sure.
King's was famously an indecorous death.
Yeah.
On the morning of August 16th, 1977, Elvis Presley's then fiancee Ginger Alden reportedly found him next to his toilet.
Yeah.
Unresponsive, lying face down in a pool of vomit, trousers around his ankles. According to Elvis biographer Peter Guralnick, it was certainly possible that he had been taken while straining a stool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I am flubbing all over.
We're going to go live one of these days, and you're not going to be able to clean it up. You're just going to have to live with it.
According to Elvis biographer Peter Guralnick, it was certainly possible that he had been taken while straining a stool.
Yeah.
Although it was an unglamorous death, Elvis was not alone in meeting his end on such an ignoble throne.
Mm-hmm.
England's George II died on the toilet in 1760 from an aortic dissection.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to eat better.
There you go.
So that I don't I don't wind up going out like the king.
Yeah,
but
you don't want that to be the last thing, the last visual, hanging out next to the toilet.
Yeah, and Gadget asking if anyone has ordered a peanut butter banana sandwich. I've never. I haven't tried.
You've never had one?
I haven't.
Oh, they're great.
Are they? I mean, they sound like they would probably be good.
Well, I used to put bananas in my cereal.
Oh, sure.
And on a peanut butter sandwich, it's great.
All right. Well, we've got to get out of the way.
That was
all these toilets.
The Van Full of Candy's top 10 list. Potty Humor Toilet Edition.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of that because we got to run. We've still got a little bit of show left. We got some more commercials. We got the boredom calendar. We have to make sure there's enough room for the most contentious segment that we do around here.
Oh, yeah.
We got Is It Soup coming up. But to get there, we got to go through here. You're listening to the Van Full of Candy Show. Thanks for hanging out with us. Stick around.
If you're looking for a refined fried chicken experience, might we suggest the Elegant Hen? 2-piece and a biscuit, a bucket of mixed nonsense from whom knows where. Not at the Elegant Hen, no. Our menu changes daily, and each order comes complete with a handwritten history of the animal you will now have the great pleasure, nay, honor, of consuming. This week's special, Gwyneth the Enchanting. 4 pieces of Gwyneth in an ornate hand-carved cedar box, chosen by Gwyneth herself. 3 green beans arranged just so, a rosemary and dill cornbread square, and 7 Talon paintings, painstakingly completed by Gwyneth herself over the course of several weeks, signed with her delicate but pronounced peck in the corner of each canvas. All of this for just $6.99. The Elegant Hen, located just off the eastbound Business 48 Bloom Park off-ramp, between the Puff and Choke Smoke and Vape Cellar and Shifty Eric's predatory cash advance Lonarium. A terrible location, but a fried chicken experience beyond your wildest imaginations.
You're listening to KUTZ 103.1 FM and KUTZFM.org.
Hey, sweetie, what do you think about snuggling up with a movie and a nice warm fire?
Yeah, I'd love to, but, well, this is embarrassing. I just can't get the fire going.
Has this happened to you? Winter's here and it's getting cold, and sometimes you need a little help to spark up that flame. Well, the good folks at Pfizer have just what you need. Introducing Good Wood. Just apply Good Wood's patented warming liquid in a generous spray throughout the inside of your fireplace using the convenient burst pumper applicator. Really get it all up in there.
Ooh, that really got it going.
Yeah, and I totally didn't need it, but, you know, it's nice to have.
Good Wood. It puts the D in wood.
Ask your chimney sweep if Good Wood is right for you. If your fire lasts longer than 4 hours, consult your local volunteer fire department immediately. Do not use Good Wood if you're using log dampeners, tinder soaks, or wood greenerers.
Laid off? Having trouble finding work? While the job market might seem bleak, there's still plenty of ways out there to make money. Here at Coverdale Tech Vocational Trade University College School, whether you're looking for training in an exciting new field or you're just wanting to upgrade your current skills, we have a program for you. You can earn your Certified Educational Certification Certificate in yard sale operation, recyclables collection technician, Craigslist hand jobs, porch piracy, foot photo sales, identity theft, and many more 21st century employment opportunities. Financial aid is not available, and all payment is expected upfront and in cash. Visit Coverdale Tech Vocational Trade University College School in the Moss Green Station Wagon, parked behind the King Shopper grocery behemoth on Blanchard Parkway, right next to the stack of rotting pallets.
Hey there, pal. Were you hurt doing something really stupid? Is all your pain and suffering completely your fault? Think you got nowhere to go to get the compensation you think for some reason you deserve? Don't worry, dummy. I got the answers. Just give me a call. I'm pretty sure I paid the bill. Ha ha! I'm kidding you. I know I paid the bill. I'm Nicky Galarici, and I'm the guy what's gonna sue you for you. You think just because you're the only person responsible for what happened to you that you can't sue the pants off somebody to get your financial reward? Shows what you know and why I'm the lawyer. I'll take you to court, put you on the stand, take you to the cleaners, and get you everything you're owed. How? Don't you worry about how. The American legal system don't know from which hand's cupping his balls and which one's picking his pocket. What matters is I've done this for a couple guys now, so I got this pretty much figured out. So you want to get what's coming to you for what you did to you? Then you want Nicky Galarici. The law offices of Nikki Gallarici, located in the strip mall on Durham Boulevard, right between Skeevy Ernie's Massage Palace and the TV Dinner Gourmet Gastropub. Nikki Gallarici, I'll get you your money from that scumbag what did this to you. You! That's the Gallarici Guarantee!
Welcome back to the Van Full of Candy Show. The taste you remember with a texture that's new.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I used it twice.
Did we need to hear that twice?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
It was a new texture.
That's so much texture.
That's weird.
In my taste. We don't need that.
Any hoodles.
That just drives home that we need to write some more.
That's
we gotta
right.
get some more
We
bumpers.
need some new ones.
And get some studio time with Caitlin and Veronica.
That's right.
And,
We need some voice actors.
Yeah.
Anybody know some voice actors, send them our way.
oh, I've got 6 or 7 voices that are getting tired at this point. I know I've got more. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Like I'll do one crazy voice like for the first time, and then I think, oh, I need to remember that one, and then
And
I
it goes
don't.
away.
And
Until you hear it again. It's
I
like, oh,
default
yeah, I
to the
remember
same
that one.
3 that I. Yeah.
Can I do that again?
Well, welcome back to the Van Full of Candy
Welcome back,
Show.
guys. Thanks for sticking around.
Oh yeah, I guess we got to get through. Well, we've got to get through the boredom calendar before you can get your soup. That's just how it works. You've got to earn it.
Yep.
So let's make sure we've got this all pulled up, and let's get to it. Now, in the name of equal time, we're contractually obligated to give you this week's Van Full of Candy boredom calendar, presented by the Hill Peak Farms Radish Spread. It's radish spread like you've never experienced before, available in 5 zest-free flavors, and in its signature, easy-to-use spray can. Now, here are some of the sad and boring events going on this weekend. This Friday, the Spooky Shack is looking for volunteers to assist in their annual spider counting and restocking jamboree. Every year, the Spooky Shack loans and rents spiders to local Halloween attractions to add just the right ambiance and flair to any spooky scene. And of course, once the season ends, it's restocking and inventory time at the Spooky Shack. Pick up a clipboard and a fistful of sign-out sheets and get to counting. Direct handling of the spiders will not necessarily be required, but sometimes you have to push them around a little bit to get an accurate counting. Don't worry, the numbers never quite add up to what was checked out, but your tally will require a triple checking by Spooky Shack supervisors before you're given your compensation of 2 bags of discount Halloween candy. Then all day Saturday, the governor's office will be holding their turkey pardon letter sorting and decision-making council. If you've ever wanted to hold the power of life and death in your hands, but at a slightly reduced scale, you can help sort the sacks of letters received by the governor's office seeking pardon in some cases, and in some cases, asylum for local turkeys. Farmers have been informed that all letters must be written from the perspective of the turkeys seeking reprieve. Officials just feel that really adds the psychological torment necessary for driving home the severity of holding the lives of real animals in your hands. And each attendee will be asked to review no less than 3 dozen letters sent by regional turkeys pleading their cases for why they should survive another Thanksgiving season. Then on Sunday, area youths are invited to experience the Age Simulator Carnival at Kearney's Better Living Emporium. Kearney's has been known for generations as the one-stop shop for all things comfort and ease, providing furniture and assisted living enhancement and renovation to the area's elderly community. And this Sunday, Kearney's is inviting young people to get a feeling of what it'll be like to be old. The Sciatica Coaster will help younger folks simulate the various back pain ailments they're likely to experience as they grow older. Take a spin in the Wheeze Wheel. Then strap on a chest compressor to feel what diminished lung capacity and declining physical health will be like. And no trip through the Age Simulator Carnival will be complete without a walk through the Hall of Incontinence. Admission is just $10 for attendees 27 or younger, $8 for 28 to 44, and everyone over 45 gets in free. And that is your Van Full of Candy boredom calendar for the 4th weekend of October 2023.
I feel like the last segment of the calendar was like written for me.
That wasn't specifically.
I was like, if you mention a CPAP machine, then I'm gonna jump over this table.
I missed CPAP.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I had the diminished lung capacity.
Yeah, it's
the
all
Wheeze Wheel. So that's there.
Yeah, I've got asthma.
Yeah.
I've got it all.
All right.
the bad back, the asthma,
It all adds
the
up,
CPAP.
kids. Enjoy it.
What else? You know, there should be a hair part.
Well, sure. Enjoy all your working parts while they still work.
Yeah.
You
young
punks.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's get to. Oh, do I have it or do you have it?
I've got it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
The Van Full of Candy Show
All right, strap
proudly
in.
presents a brand new game for the whole family. Is it soup? Is it soup? We don't know. Is it soup? We don't know. Is it soup? Is it soupity boopity boop? Is it soup?
Is it?
Is it? Okay. So
Welcome to the Van Full of Candy cafeteria.
Yeah.
It's hopping right now. It's a little late, but people are taking later lunches these days.
This is a unique, immersive experience that
It
no other
is.
radio station in town employs.
No. No. We don't copy.
Yeah.
We don't plagiarize. Every idea is unique.
Yeah.
Period.
All right. And
All right.
Mickey pointed out, I'm just saying it here so I don't forget,
No,
so that we can record the changes later. Mickey pointed out that I forgot to change the weekends. So I said the fourth weekend of October in both of those. So we'll record after we're done. And that's your Van Full of Candy Entertainment
Great.
calendar for the second weekend of November.
Great.
So just remember, we'll do that when we're done.
All right.
Okay, but picking back up in the Van Full of Candy Cafe.
I'm going to write a note.
Yeah, please.
November.
Second weekend of November calendar outros. Just adding more work to your workload. Thank you, Mickey, for pointing that out.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We make them work. And hey, welcome to the Van Full of Candy cafeteria.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Where-
There's a table over there.
Oh.
Let's go grab that really quick.
All right.
It's closest to the
I'm
kitchen.
more a
I know it's
booth
loud.
guy, but never the bar. Never.
No, it's
never
too
s-
loud.
Yeah.
and You got to talk to the bartender and
Yeah.
all that. All right.
All right. What do we got?
We're gonna do
Oh.
Is It Soup?
Yeah, guys, we've held off Is It Soup for a little while
Yeah.
because every time we do it, we have to replace furniture.
That's right.
It turns
And we get
into
hate mail.
Yeah.
We get hate emails.
I mean, we want to hear from you, but not about your hot soup takes.
Yeah. But if you want to leave a voicemail and
Please.
scream, please, and
Please
we'll
do.
play it.
Yeah.
We won't say your name, but we'll just play it.
Scream your soup takes in the
Before
voicemail.
we get into it, I've got a couple of things to educate.
Yes.
Okay. Number one, there are 4 main categories of soup.
Are there?
Yes.
All right.
Thin, thick,
Okay.
cold, and national.
What is it? Well, okay. What is national?
Like
You
New
can't
England
introduce-
clam chowder.
Oh.
And
So
that-
like regional
Correct.
sort of types,
Yeah.
subgenres of soup.
That's right. And these
Okay.
types of soup are widely recognized in today's modern kitchens.
All right. Well, terminology changes
It
with the
does.
times.
But
So-
that was straight from the soup world.
Oh, from soup.com?
Soup.com.
Oh, man.
Right.
We're going to the top.
Right. So before we get into here's another segue, not a segue.
Right.
Here's another thing about the soup.
Okay.
Is the correct phrase eating soup or drinking soup?
This is where we're starting?
Yeah.
This is where we're starting. This
Yep.
is the...
This isn't even the soup.
Yeah.
This is how do you even consume it?
We're not easing into it. We're starting with the is a hot dog a sandwich debate right off the top.
And
Is
see-
it eating or drinking?
If you guys are hearing this for the first time, you'll quickly understand why this is
if you don't
the most controversial.
If you don't already understand the rancor that is
Yeah.
involved with Is It Soup, you're getting it immediately.
Yeah.
We get into a defensive
And we
crouch.
haven't even done this for a few months because that's how long it took to recover.
Yeah. Well, and that's what Mickey's saying. This is why he made the rule that we had to do this in a public cafeteria
That's
because they keep running out of office furniture
That's
at
right.
Cuts Towers.
That's right.
So we're sorry, but okay. Are you eating soup or are you drinking?
Are you
soup?
drinking it?
I refuse to allow this as a distinction within soup because you are eating whatever noodles or vegetables or chunks or
Sure.
whatnots are in soup, and then you are drinking the broth. I mean,
So you're saying you're doing both.
Well, yeah.
You're eating the soup and you're drinking the soup.
to imbibe in soup is to eat and drink.
Oh, yeah.
From heartily from the bowl of life.
Okay, right.
That is soup.
The spoonful by spoonful.
One spoon. You know what? Every day is just another spoonful of life.
There it is.
Out of the bowl of existence and the pot of time.
The chicken noodle.
So yeah, I would not delineate an eating or a drinking when it comes to souping. You are eating and or drinking. Not that I like slurp up the. Okay, if you've got extra broth, like if you finish your chicken and your noodles,
yeah,
do you then drink the rest of your broth, or are you done?
Are you in a hurry?
Okay.
Or are you going to sit there spoonful? I tend not to spoonful by spoonful broth.
Yeah.
Unless it's super hot and you have to blow on it.
Yeah. All right, so we've got all the takes in here, obviously.
Yes.
Where do we even start? T-Phone doesn't chew broth, but they've had broth in a glass before. Okay.
Sure.
Gadget saying slurping soup.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Slurping noodles in most Asian cultures is highly prized.
The udons
obviously.
and the noodle soups, you have to slurp.
Yeah, so I don't.
It's kind of like burping in some cultures. If you don't burp after the dinner, it's offensive.
Okay, here's where Mickey draws this line.
Oh, let's hear this line.
They drink their soup from a bowl
Okay.
and eat it from a mug. That seems to be backwards. That seems to be backwards.
If you want to add a layer of confusion to confusion,
please.
that's
oh,
it.
And you know
Thanks.
what? This can be introduced later. T-Phone, you can have to sometimes chew a milkshake, but milkshakes are drank. Later,
Milkshakes aren't even in the conversation yet.
oh no, but I'm saying we could write this down for a future Is It Soup?
Okay.
Because I could make the argument. And I'm restraining myself right now.
Calm down.
I could make the argument.
People are looking
that a blizzard is soup.
Yeah, there's a spoon, right?
Yeah. Or as we've drawn more lines around soup, is a blizzard more a chili? Is it more a stew?
I don't know.
Is it a cold? I don't see. I'm getting us too deep into the weeds. We're in the first question. I don't think we're going to have more time for more than one more question.
We might as well just shut it down
Might
now
just be this.
because this is out of control.
Let's see. Nobody drinks sauce or bean salad. Mickey uses a straw for gravy. Now I don't know what to believe anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Penguin, that is the question that this entire thing has been based around.
Yeah.
Is cereal soup? We're not going back to is cereal soup.
We've discussed that ad nauseum.
Once is cereal soup enters the conversation, that's when things start getting thrown around the room. Because that is just... hold on.
Hey, calm down.
That's the end all of all soup. That's when you've stopped taking the conversation seriously.
Well,
that's when you throw the hand grenade of debate into the middle of the room. Oh, well, is cereal soup? Yes, of course it is.
Right.
Let's not get there.
Yeah.
No.
We discussed that months ago, and we cannot.
We discuss it every time.
Yeah, we can't
discuss
bring
it,
that back.
Literally discuss it every time.
Every time.
Because
of people.
It's the linchpin of the Is It Soup debate.
It is.
All right. So the first question has to be a draw. Has to be. You eat and you drink soup.
Okay. And that was just the foreplay of the entire segment of the show. So now we're getting in.
But we're getting in with like 2 minutes left.
I know.
So,
all right.
We'll give it 4.
I'm going to pick 2 of the 4. I've got 4 good ones, but I'm going to only pick 2.
Well, we only have time for like one more.
All right.
Because literally that took like 8 minutes.
All right. Next.
Okay.
Or first.
Well, that one counts as a first question.
It does, but it was just a discussion.
Yeah.
It was hey, what do you even do with soup?
Well, you thought that was going to be a softball, but that.
And you know what? I think I like
thing.
that we just have one, and that way we can prolong the soup segment. All right, here it is.
What do we got?
Foot bath.
Foot bath?
Is foot bath a soup?
Like what all generally goes into? It's just like Epsom salts.
Warm water, salt, meat.
Well, yeah, when your feet are in there, it's meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foot bath.
I mean, It's at least as spicy as some broths.
Sure. And sometimes you can put oils in it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
oil, salt, hot water, beef, frankfurters.
Yeah. You've got hot
stanky
water.
little toes. Yeah.
Got hot water, salt,
This
oil,
little piggy went to market.
and some meat.
That's right.
Okay, so I think we've half decided in the past too that these types of things, like I think we've said fountains.
Yeah.
Or
We had
ponds.
a koi pond.
Ponds are soup. Koi ponds are definitely soup.
Well, sure. It has fish and water and
we're
algae.
not just defining a soup as something that you might eat out of a bowl.
That's right.
The souposphere is
It's the
is greater.
ingredients. It's the cookbook.
Yeah.
Right? What's in the cookbook?
If you break it down into its base elements, is it soup?
Is it?
So, a foot bath. By this definition, because there could also be like flower petals and stuff in there.
Sure.
And like bath beads or
Yeah.
whatever. I've never gotten like a foot scrub or anything.
There could be corn.
Also,
corns.
If you are getting a scrub, then all those flakes of skin, there's meat in there.
That's right.
That's okay.
It's good protein.
Penguin saying an obvious no. You're a fool.
Obvious
You're
no.
a fool. Oh, okay. Hold on. No, Pour is making some strong arguments.
Okay.
Foot bath is a tea or a broth. We have made distinctions
We've
of broths.
discussed that too.
So,
Is tea a soup? But don't answer that.
No, we can't go
Nope.
back.
Ignore what I just asked.
Oh, yeah. We are going to have to make sure that we give Is It Soup more time. It can't have something. It can't have a boredom calendar. It can't have anything else in the segment. We have to get the most.
That's fine. I'll cut another segment out of the show.
Okay. Okay.
Let's just go with it. Keep going.
I don't know if I'd go with stew, Chad. I think.
Depends how dirty your feet are.
Well,
because
yeah.
if it turns into a gravy, then
I think
it's close to a stew.
I'd have to skew closer to a broth, but it's almost more. Ooh, this is tough.
It is.
This is tough. Foot bath.
It is.
Is it a soup?
Only you can answer that question.
You know, this is the segment that defines this show. I like to
absolutely.
think. If we're going to shop this.
Right. This is the show to shop.
To the 50,000 watt flamethrowers.
You got toilets.
Yeah.
And you got foot bath soup.
I was just thinking, Is It Soup in particular?
Yeah.
Not necessarily the top 10 toilets.
Sure.
But you know what? To each their own. Oh, and yeah, we do need an Is It Soup shirt by now. We certainly
Absolutely.
do. But we have to come to a decision here because we are already running long.
Yeah.
Foot bath. Soup. I like tea. I mean, it's closer to a broth.
Yeah, because of the meat factor.
Yeah, because there's not always a solid.
Yeah.
There usually has to be a solid of some sort in there to make it an official soup. Though, again, you got tomato soup. That doesn't make it.
No.
It's not a hard and fast rule.
Nope.
What's the final answer on this? I don't know.
I don't know either.
This has thrown me into turmoil, and I
The question
can't live
you have
with
to
this
ask
uncertainty.
yourself is, would you grab a spoon and would you taste it?
Well, that's, again, would you grab a spoon and taste a koi pond? This isn't
exactly
the definitive. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going going to go with a broth. It's at least soup
going with
adjacent.
broth. Okay.
It's a broth before the work starts, and once the feet are in, it's a soup.
Sure.
I
agree
that's where I'm
because
going.
I'm going with the technicality of the cookbook, what's going in, what's in the ingredients, and gosh darn it, it's a soup.
I think so.
And-
All right. All right.
And that was Is It Soup?
The
This
Van
is-
Full of Candy Show proudly presents.
Yeah, I don't know about proudly.
This is why we only do this every couple months.
That's right.
Because we can't handle it.
It is not safe.
Yeah, we've got to get out of our own way because we gave extra soup time, and we're coming up on it.
Yep.
And on Jason's head, the editing of this episode be it.
That's all right. Thanks for playing our soup
Thanks
soup
for,
segment.
Thanks for joining. And the hottest that the chat has been the entire
Oh, yeah.
stream is when soup comes up.
You think we would do this every week?
You think,
but we can't.
But we have to ration it out.
No, I have to go
You
to
can't have
counseling
soup.
after this.
You
Every
can't have
time.
soup every week.
No,
you got to. All right,
Absolutely not.
Let's get one more break. We'll come right
However,
back.
it is soup season.
Oh,
It's coming up
it is.
upon us here.
Yeah.
It's starting to get cold.
I guess we do have to get more in there. All right. Well, with that promise of more soup in your future, let's get the last break so we can wrap this up, say our goodbyes, send you on your way. This is the Van Full of Candy Show. We'll be right back.
In the fast-paced world of today, every second counts. And you know that your seconds count even more. BizTech Corp's Hallucinations Non-Limitus. Achievement orientation towards maximization of productificational construct apexes is essential to ever dream to achieve proximality. BizTech Corp's Hallucinations Non-Limitus. To dream is to imagine. To succeed is to do the imaginable into existence. Your only limitations are the ones you accept in place of succeedum. BizTech Corp's Hallucinations Non-Limitus. Never don't create pinnacle expulsion probabilities. To think small is to kill the future. Make your future unkill-proof through the actions of indefeatability. BizTech Corp's Hallucinations Non-Limitus. Contact a BizTech Corp's Hallucinations Non-Limitus professional resolvinator to begin obliterating tangible redactionary principles in your achievement vortices. No one else will unfractionalize your accomplitudes. Only you will ever disjunct the executable visionscape, and BizTech Corp's Hallucinations Non-Limitus can help.
This is Mickey Rat, your custodian here for Cuts 103.1 FM, Freeform Sacramento radio station, serving Midtown, downtown Sacramento, bits of East Sacramento, bits of West Sacramento, and some surrounding areas depending on where you are and how good your radio works.
Hi, do you need water? Well, good, because that's literally all we have at the water store. Bring your bottles and fill them all up to the tippity top. Crystal clear, cool and refreshing H2O, and all that you can handle at the water store. Flat, sparkling, distilled, purified, mineral, spring, alkaline, and even hard water for those that are looking for that kind of thing. All the water you could want, and all for just 38 cents a gallon. Bring water cooler bottles, hydro flasks, camelbacks, a sponge, a t-shirt you want to get wet, or just stand outside the store with your mouth open, and we'll give you a squirt from our hose. Whatever you need, so long as it's water, we've got you covered. So come on down to the water store in the Billow Breeze Shopping Center off Fontland Boulevard, right next to Snips's Pubic Landscaping and across the parking lot from Admiral Tasty's Seafood Barge. And remember, if it's water, it's here at the water store.
I've tried a lot of language learning apps, and I had the same problem with all of them. They wanted me to learn the language. And no matter how hard I tried, none of their tactics and approaches worked for me. That was until I finally found the language learning app for me. Louder! The techniques in the Louder system made learning to communicate with anyone, no matter what their native tongue, so quick and easy to master. All you have to do is speak louder and slower, directly into the face of anyone you're trying to be understood by. Louder's patented communication system makes it easy for me to be understood by anyone, anywhere, anytime. Once you've mastered the basics of the Louder communication method, you can move on to the more advanced techniques, like forcefully pointing at a photo or map on your phone, gesturing broadly while agitated, and even grabbing a second person to yell at to get the first one to understand what you're shouting at them. So don't let a basic grasp on the local language keep you from enjoying your time abroad. If you want to be understood, give Louder a try. Available in the App Store.
Are you hungry? Well, you're in luck, because we are food! At Food, we have things for you to eat, but we will not take your order. When you walk into Food, one of our food nations will look at you and tell you what you're going to have. Don't question it. Don't fight it. Just eat.
You won't know that this was exactly what you wanted until your mouth is full of it. And then you'll cry for a while, wondering why no one else understood you so immediately as the serve tech said food. But do not think about it. Just enjoy. This week our food, meat. What kind? Shush. No questions. Just food. Food. Located just out in the corner of your periphery. When you need to be at food, you will arrive. Don't bother searching. You will find food when it is your time. Food. Experience eat for the first time.
You're listening to Jesse and Jason on the Van Full of Candy Show. We're the wind beneath your truck nuts.
Yeah. All up on them. Turn that music down.
Yeah.
Calm down. Look, just because we had a heated discussion about soup,
we're trying
and
to,
then the food guy comes on.
Yeah, we're trying to cool it back down.
Just calm down. But let's embrace truck nuts.
Trying to thin it back out like a foot bath broth.
That's right.
Welcome back to the Van Full of Candy Show with just enough time to say goodbye.
Aw.
I know. Sorry, guys. It's our fault.
This could be a 4-hour show today.
It will be at some point.
It will be,
We'll be in the big time, and we'll be just the face of Sacramento radio. Which you know what?
We'll be the juggernauts of Sacramento.
When I say that, it's a lot sadder.
It is
when you hear it. But glad we got a raid in here.
Hey.
Sarah Green, welcome, fam. Been too long.
Thanks. Online.
Good to have you. And what am I talking about? What am I even talking about,
I don't
radio
know.
audience?
What are you talking about?
What is this nonsense? Oh, well, it's because we're recording live.
That's right.
Today is Wednesday. It's going to be Mondays. Mondays at noon.
Okay.
We record the show live.
Yeah.
On the Stab Comedy Theater Twitch channel.
Inside the Stab Comedy Theater.
That's
we
true.
are on
the
stage.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
There's barely enough room
I want
for
to do
us.
some stand up.
The stage is so small.
It is.
It's literally barely enough
I barely
room.
fit on it.
But yeah, that's what we do. We record the show live and stream it. We're on YouTube as well, but we try and direct you to Twitch.
Yeah.
And you can join us. You can be in the live chat. You can be referenced. You could hear me telling you, have fun with those errands you're about to run, Sarah. See? It's an interactive experience.
Yeah.
We hang out with you. You
It's
hang out with
so
us.
fun.
It's a lot of fun. So you can be referenced in the live chat and be heard on the radio later, being referenced. It's the snake eating its own tail.
Yeah. And then you
That is
tell
the
your
Van Full of
friends
Candy Show.
about it. Go, hey, listen to the show.
Yeah.
They're going to say my name.
Exactly.
Yeah, see how it works?
So you can join us there. You can catch us when the show airs at its normal times. When are those?
Thursdays, 8 to 10 a.m.
You got it.
And Friday, 4 to 6 p.m.
Feels like
on the radio.
On the radio.
On FM radio.
Over the air, terrestrial radio, KUTZ 103.1 FM.
That's right.
Or, if you're not super local to Sacramento, KUTZFM.org. I do feel like I put you on the spot every time.
You always do. I'm like trying to figure out what's going on here. Then you go, hey, what? Here's a question.
I'm trying to involve you.
Pop quiz. When is our show on? I don't know.
Sometime.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just get in the car and there it is.
I know.
And you could be there too.
Yeah.
And you can also get a hold of us in a great many ways.
I know one.
You have to know them because you've been changing them, so you have to tell people.
vanfulofcandy@gmail.com.
There's one.
Instagram, vanfulofcandy. Instagram, Van Full of Candy Show.
Yeah. See, we had everything uniform, nice and clean over all platforms, and then Jason decided he had to tweak with
Let
stuff.
me make a note. More work.
What?
Where else? We're on Twitter. We don't really use Twitter.
Not so much.
We've got some vanfulofcandy.com for
Yes.
some old videos
Yeah.
and stuff like
Some
that.
articles and stuff that we wrote.
Yeah.
When
What
we were
else?
trapped in offices.
Mhm.
And another way that you can be involved in the show. Speaking of which, there's at least one behind that I got to get another Mickey voicemail.
Mhm.
You can give us a call.
Oh, that's right.
You can suggest commercial ideas
On a phone?
On a phone.
Oh,
on a telephone.
Wow.
I know. On that thing that you play games and text people on, you can call.
That's weird.
But you can give us commercial ideas. We've recorded a couple of those. You can just say...
Leave us some love.
Yeah, say how you're enjoying the thing.
Leave us some love on a voicemail.
Give us a call. 1-802-HOT-STAB.
You can even text that number.
You can.
Because I know
That's
some
true.
people don't like to talk.
You actually can. If you don't want to talk, we'll read your
Text it.
texts. 1-802-468-7822. That's how you get in direct contact with this program. We'll play it on the air and enjoy you.
Our doors are open.
Yes.
We're
Anytime.
always available.
Anytime.
So please.
You can reach out.
Yeah.
So that's going to probably be it for us. Do continue listening to
Yeah.
KUTZ 103.1.
That's right. We got
FM.
Great music coming up right after this.
So much going on all day, every day. We're so happy to be in the Cuts family.
Absolutely.
So spend the rest of your day or portions of your day, your drives, your commutes, listening to us and Cuts. But I think that's going to be all for us.
All right, then.
Until next week, thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been the Van Full of Candy Show. I've been Jesse.
I've been Jason.
And we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's perfectly fine.
And we're back.
And before I forget, let's...
Wait, let me pause. Hang on. Let me stop.
Nope.
This will be a brand new recording.
Just wanted to keep it as part of that so you didn't have to have two
No, it's easier
two
for me.
files. Okay.
All right. So we are going to be re-recording the November
Just the tails,
dates
the tails
boredom
of the calendars.
calendar.
All right. Anyway. And that's your Van Full of Candy entertainment calendar for the second weekend of November 2023. And right into it. It's in free. And that is your Van Full of Candy boredom calendar for the second weekend of starting October. I'm reading it. It says October. I could have changed it, so I didn't do that. Him. And that's your Van Full of Candy boredom calendar for the second weekend of November 2023. You know what? I'm a goddamn professional.
That was awesome.
Ugh.
That was
All right.
awesome.
So we can insert those. Is there anything else we need to do?
No, that was it.
Well, we're just hanging with you guys for a second. Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I do need to try and write some prompts in the time between finishing this and starting Inside the Box in about 80 minutes. So that's what's going to go on. That's what I'm going to be doing. So just know that that's what I'm doing while I'm away from you.
Hey, Twitch people.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Thanks for the raid.
Absolutely.
You got us. You came right in the middle of an outro commercial break, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. Where should we send? You've got a list of channels over here because we're signed in to the Dirt Pirate over here. Oh, that means I'm going to have to raid over there. Hold on. I'll go see who we've
Can't
got.
raid from the Dirt Pirate.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'll see you in in an hour and 18 for Inside the Box. We're going to send you guys over to somewhere. But thanks, and I'll see you for some games in a little bit.
Hooray!
And Jason will talk to you while I find a raid and then send you.
I got to talk.
Well,
hey guys. Let's see here. Let's read some notes. We're going to make a new Baby Cakes comedian commercial. We're going to create something called Mountain Sushi Company. Going to make a new promo. Wait. Jesse's talking. What?
I was just saying, we have to have the show notes somewhere so that we can both.
Yeah, I'll type them up. Yeah, I'll type them up.
All right. People know to hold on, and we'll see you later. All right, or not. You got your headphones on, so you can't hear me. Just let them know we're sending them, and hold on.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
We're sending you somewhere.
Oh, wait, we go.
Oh, wait, my mic was off. Great.
I didn't put the goodbye up. It doesn't matter.
Bye-bye. So professional. So gosh dang professional around here.